Hello everyone and welcome to a slightly belated start to Laurence Plays Factorio Industrial Revolution with with friends and other strange people. So this is the traditional point where I get to where I've just started playing and I go, what was I doing last week? Well, I think I was trying to get rockets up and running, or rocket part. Yeah, I was trying to fill up. Yes, here we go. This rocket silo here with all the stuff that it needs, and it was going okay, except for a couple of things. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Let's actually have some videos so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I'm trying to get this rocket silo system up here up and working. And there are lots and lots of things that are required in order to make rocket parts. So we needed these gyroscope things. We need petroleum coke. We need low density structures. We need we need lots and lots of different things. And there are all kinds of supply problems causing meaning there are issues. Firstly, these tanks haven't been made, and for that we need things to continue running down here in the building area, which is gradually catching up. There are definitely fewer lights flashing down here than there were before, so it's getting there, but it's a slow process because we're trying to build everything through sort of tiny bottlenecks. There are also lots of other things we need, like petroleum gas. I think is going to go in here eventually. And we don't have very much of that. We've got a shortage of low density structures. We've got a shortage of red computers because goodness knows what. Basically, there's just all kinds of shortages that we need to work our way through. This one, in fact, green circuits apparently. So yeah, let's start wandering around and trying to hit those with the hammer one at a time. We'll see how that goes. So let's rejoin chat, see what everyone else is up to.
Hey there.
Hello, everyone else.
Hello, Lawrence's chat. Hello, Laurence.
Hello, Mike. Right. So I've come to the conclusion that obviously we're waiting for those tanks to appear. We're waiting for massive quantities of petroleum gas to be brought over here, but that's waiting for the tanks. We're short of low density structures. We're short of and we're short of green circuits. So those are the things I want to start looking at first.
Anyone has
Al's just arrived. Hello, Al.
Hello.
I can't join the game. It will not install this mod.
This does seem to be another technical problems, technical difficulties stream, and I don't mean Tom Scott and friends.
You tried several times.
The name of the mod in Tristan's save is not the same as the name of the mod in the mod list, and I already have it installed. There is no such mod called Logistic Train Network. It's called LTN Logistic Train Network. Yeah, but your server wants it to be Logistic Train Network.
Does it?
I just showed you a screenshot. Read it.
That means alt tabbing and I can't be asked.
It does say that.
You responded to me after I showed you the screenshot. So you're
I looked in my mod list, and the one that was ticked was LTN Logistic Train Network. So that's the official name for it.
What are these? Oh, those are those things.
Yeah.
Probably name versus title or something.
Is there a way of... Can you see what version you've got? Maybe I can just install it. I don't know how you install it. You can't just put it in.
Go to the mod list and install 1.16.3.
Is this a different computer to the one you've used before?
Yes, because the one I've used before is a desktop. I'm not carrying around on holiday with me.
Fair enough.
That seems like a bad idea.
It does a bit, yes.
Yeah. So 1.16.4.
1.16.3.
3. Well, 1.16.5 is the only one available on the internet. The earliest, anyway. There's 1.16.7, 1.16.6, and 1.16.5. So it's possible that 1.16.3 is not actually available for install anymore.
So it's possible.
I looked to see if there were any available updates, and there weren't.
It might not be compatible with... Well, it says game version 1.1, so there's no reason not to believe it's 1.1.4, not 1.1.4.2. Of course, Factorio itself doesn't really care to tell me that there's a version conflict. It just says there's no release, which is wrong.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 18. So we've got 18 stacks, and we're waiting to have 240 stacks.
I won't be able to play today.
I don't know what to do about that, because I couldn't update it. There was no available update.
It could be there are only updates available if you upgrade Factorio to 1.149 or something like that.
Well, the version on the internet is just Factorio 1.1. it doesn't specify.
When you say on the internet, what
On
do you
the
mean?
website, mods.factorio.com. In fact, if I download it, in fact, in the URL, it's Logistic Train Network as listed. So,
Oh,
must
as
be
in
a
what
version
version it's
edition.
compatible with, I see.
Yeah, it says it's compatible with 1.1. No more specific than that.
So we run out of plastic as well.
So I think the only way.
Train filling up here.
Yeah.
Presume that's going off to take it to plastic. Yes, good. Which is goodness knows where. Over here. I want to say it's
Just
over
down
here.
south of that.
Oh, it's just south of it. Okay. Oh, this one. Here we go. Yes. So this is what. So bring the petroleum gas down here. We can then make it into plastics, and that'll be a good start. But for now, it's just wait for it to trickle through.
I'll try completely uninstalling LTN, and then resync mods.
How do I completely uninstall LTN?
On the home page, go to the mods list,
I did that, yeah. I turned off all my mods.
and then select it and just hit remove.
There we go.
Oh, what the hell did you just do? We've been trying to get this fire to go for a while, and Jen's just been fanning the door. And then all of a sudden, it's just an inferno. Where previously there was merely a glow. It's very strange. Right, mods.
I mean, that's how fires are supposed to go. You,
Oh, I see.
You faff
It's
around with
still
them for
there,
ages,
but
and then you
it's-
get, as you say, an inferno.
Yeah, it's still there, so that's potentially blocking it because it makes it think that like
Delete.
it.
Okay, confirm.
Right. So unfortunately,
I
this
see.
is a bit of a
I
waiting
turned them
game
off
at the
but didn't
moment.
delete it. Maybe it's the same reason that Tristan's version didn't think there was an update. Holy crap, that's a fire and a half.
Al is now on fire.
Surprised Jen isn't on fire. She's actually.
So a lot of these aren't running. Presumably we've got too much of something down here. We've got too much sulfurous gas. I thought we were venting sulfurous gas when we had too much of it. We are.
right.
It's being vented
We
there.
should be.
Right, let's.
We are venting lube now if we actually have too much of it. Yeah,
Gross.
sulfurous
I
gas
mean,
is being
good.
vented.
Yeah, there are pipes along here that are absolutely full of sulfurous gas, and that's stopping some of the machines going.
Yeah.
So,
We have sulfurous gas, we have light oil, and we have heavy oil.
true. True. So it's
the-
throughput problems further down.
Yeah. Adding refineries or making refineries run that weren't running before won't help.
No,
Okay.
still no release.
Here, this is petroleum gas. These are all
Hmm.
running. Oh no, they're not all running. These ones down this end aren't running. Why are you not?
Oh.
Why are you sad? Because
Other than updating Factorio to the latest one
no
for
apparent
all of
reason.
us, I don't know what else
Oh,
to do.
full sulfurous gas on the output. Yeah, so up here, these machines aren't running because their output pipes are full of sulfurous gas, so the system is not dealing with it quickly enough. I don't know whether that's because there's a limit to how fast the vent will vent, or whether it's because it's not being able to cram it down the pipes fast enough, but it is having issues. Maybe we need another
So
vent
if
at the other
you-
end that says
you
if
trace the
100%,
pipe
then
There's not
along-
even.
Oh, there's a
not even on the
missing
internet.
thing. There we go.
Well, I
The
guess.
right hand ones were never going to run.
Oh, okay.
The other ones are empty.
Oh yes, I see it. Right, okay, that makes sense. In that case, it's probably worth wandering over there, putting down, and I'll put down some more.
There's a few actually who've got the
Landfill.
right hand side missing, and just going along looking for any others. Found another one.
It's being copy pasted and not entirely.
Yep. Well, given where it is, I suspect it was copy and pasted off the end
Yeah.
and then extended a few times.
Yeah, seems likely.
Okay, so I've got that, and I'm just going to stick a dummy one on the very end anyway, so that if it's the same error can't occur again.
Yep.
Which I know is technically wasteful of the start of an underground pipe, but
I think we're beyond the point where we care about that sort of thing. well beyond the point where we care about
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
okay. So
Those
I've
machines will all be moduled in due course as well.
anyways, I've improved the tellurium situation slightly.
Ooh.
You're gonna love it.
Have you done what we
the-
were talking about earlier and are just burning any spare tellurium?
No, not yet. Not yet. That's
Okay.
the next improvement. I've done something even more entertaining.
Have you just filled your own inventory up with it? No, it seems to have stopped.
Oh, right,
There's no
you've done that.
tellurium coming through.
No, that's because gold's backed
Oh,
up.
gold's
at the
filled up.
moment.
Gold's
Okay.
completely backed up, so at the moment it's kind of hard to tell.
Nice.
Yeah, I've done that sort of thing on stations before.
That
seems fair.
What is it that... Hang on, I need to look at the name of the thing. It's a... Wait, what?
Okay, so the
No,
next
that's the one.
question is when are we going to start getting
Incinerator.
fluid tanks?
Do we have any
We have fluid
incinerators
tanks
in the...
being made now, don't we?
Yeah, but
we-
not actually to the point where they're actually being made, or made in sufficient quantities that the thing I've been asking for has been made.
Right.
Have we completely lost Al?
Yes, maybe he's rebooting or something. I don't know, but yeah, he's disappeared out of chat, and he doesn't seem to be able to get in. He might have given up. I don't know. I was concentrating on something else and therefore not listening to him. So if he said he was going, I might not have noticed.
Fair enough.
So the machine has so far built 13 fluid tanks, and they've all immediately been taken away for use elsewhere.
And it's the plates that are slow. It's slow
We
because
want
of
to
the iron.
incinerate the mineral.
Oh, we're going to check to see if tellurium mineral was good for any
yes, that
sort
was
of
the other one,
gems.
wasn't it? It can be used
Yeah,
for... No, it is not.
Okay. So
Ingots used for foil, and that's it. Foil
Each
is
one
used
has
for
generator.
solar panels. We're not really producing those in any kind of quantity, are we?
no, I mean I slapped a load down, but it's unless you have them balanced by enormous quantities of accumulators, they're not that useful because you still need the sufficient power. Oh hey Chucky,
I
welcome.
mean,
But it's
it does reduce the total amount of fuel you're going to expend.
yeah, that's true. Yes, especially if some of the power is coming from the fueling systems.
Yeah. So yeah, the
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, the charcoal draw will drop heavily.
Yes. So
during
okay, maybe it's
daytime.
worth it for that point of view. I'll slap down some more of the solar panel
Okay.
blueprints then.
No worries. So yeah, that will then use tellurium. I'm going to set up a thing to burn excess tellurium mineral.
Okay. You reckon mineral is the one to go for?
Well, I'm
I
just
suppose
thinking
then that
we
way
don't
you're
want
not
to
smelting
invest
it, are you? Yeah.
the energy to
Yep, that
smelt
makes
it.
sense.
Let's
Where
do
should I
that
put these?
here.
I'm tempted to go through and just rip up random poles and see when things stop working. But that seems like a bad idea, really.
If you are going to do that, probably best to do that in person.
Yeah. Where's the best? Actually, up here is probably quite a good one. Especially, I reckon that's probably going to be. Yeah, there's a way for the power to get round there, so I can go through and pull all of that up and then put some other more useful stuff in.
It turns out a single flare stack isn't really quick enough.
I did wonder.
So we've got
Oops.
4K pure tellurium. No, more than that. We have lots of tellurium minerals in chests.
Do we?
We
What?
do.
Is that because we've been going, oh my god, what are we going to do with all this tellurium and shoving it in chests?
Almost certainly.
I like that they're also in provided chests, so if we do suddenly want it anywhere else, it can be brought over.
Yep.
Lovely.
Okay, and then I'm going to...
Where is my player character?
Incinerators are tiny.
Oh, there.
I'm also curious about how quickly this actually kicks off.
Yeah, I was assuming you do it with splitters or something. Or
I'm going to do logistics. So not logistics, circuit conditions.
yeah,
So when the belt backs up this far, then
yeah, just chuck it basically as far as a thing you can reach above it.
Basically, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Might need
So-
more than just the. Hmm. The fast insert that should be sufficient fast inserterage.
We'll find out.
We will indeed.
The incinerator's probably going to be slow. The slow part.
It's well potentially. I've just done a test. It's not too bad.
Okay. Yeah, I was assuming you just use a priority splitter and say and shove it out if the belt was full, but yeah, that's.
He's
probably
going
gonna
back
be
a
fine
lot
as well.
further than I was expecting.
I feel like I'm being observed. Probably because I am.
Probably.
I figure that there
I don't know how full those get.
and there 8 each.
Are they though? Because they're not normal straight belts.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So if you use the two just to the right of the pylon, then those will be 8
Yeah.
each.
Oh dear, I pulled up something I shouldn't have done.
That's fair. Makes sense. So
You're
then,
still connected to the one north of the pylon, by the way.
am I?
Yeah.
I am.
I can tell because there's a yellow box around it.
Yep. That's fair. I thought I'd disconnected that one.
Oh, I should have brought some big pylons with me. Then
I
I'd been able
want
to actually do this
pure
bit.
tellurium minerals. Where's it gone? To be less than 16.
I think I need to summon
Wait, no.
those 'cause they're a
Enable
thing that I
greater
need to actually swap.
than. Oh, no,
Big
let's do greater than
pylons,
or equal to
15.
15. No, greater than or equal to 15.
Right, so if I stand here next to this roboport, I should eventually get some stuff brought over to me. Let's see how long it takes. Are we making? No, we won't be making big pylons on the new bus on the new generation system yet, will we? Probably.
In large steel pylons.
Yes.
I'm standing right there. I can make it so we are if you want.
Might as well, because we are using them in quite large quantities, and so
You should be because you were going through.
that's true.
The
Actually, yeah. They should be somewhere over towards
that
the
looks like
leftish.
substations twice.
Right.
Up
Okay.
north of me.
Substation. Yes, it does actually. You're
Yeah.
right. Hmm. And neither of them are. Well, the top one isn't actually making substations. Okay, that seems
It's
to.
now making. So the ingredients were for the pylons.
Okay, that's weird. There must have been
Yeah.
there must have been an accidental copy paste there or something. It's the
Yeah.
only way I can see that really happening. 50 pylons on their way to me, but they are blooming miles away because of course they are. Because I'm way out in the sticks.
Okay.
I feel like the incinerators shouldn't be in production.
You don't think we're going to need many of them?
No, they shouldn't be in the production tab.
Ooh,
Oh, I see. They
here
should
we
be in
go.
the destruction tab.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, they are pollution producers, aren't they? Like, that's
Yeah.
their pure job: produce pollution by whatever fuel necessary.
They produce a negative quantity of whatever you burn. Does that
I
count for anything?
assume that a train's just arrived for gold, which means that tellurium is now flowing again. Which means that, yep,
You change those belts to read contents rather than.
I have done that. Yes, I remember that one.
And
And
put
set
it
it
on hold
to
rather than pulse.
hold. Yep, exactly. Remember that one as well.
Good. Wow.
Almost like I've
Played the game
got a
before.
brain.
If I only had the brain. Dibbity diddly diddly dee.
Both brain cells managed to get lined up and headed in the same direction, which is really convenient, especially because there's 2 bits of belt.
That seems like a suitable rate that you won't get false positives.
Yep.
I don't think I've
Although
looked
they're
up
not.
these.
It's not running at full speed.
Oh, it's a roboport missing.
I will get a false positive if the belt gets. It's a full belt, more near enough.
2/3 full on all 3 of the belts. Which,
Yes.
judging by the amount of the gold tellurium mix on the
Yeah.
belt, is not going to happen.
Which, given the quantity of these things, the recipe has. Oh boy, I can't see the recipe. Water washing of tellurium. not tellurium,
Right.
of
Now I can put these
25% chance for each of these things to produce one per cycle. So yeah, the odds are not in favour. And yeah, it's I think that's pretty safe.
Agreed.
Stack
Still a
filter instead,
whinging
it's
coming up
boring.
there.
Hmm?
There are lots of bots whinging, but I must have cut. Oh, yeah, I've left another gap in the roboports. That's why. Not entirely unexpected, but it's just sort of tracking down where I've messed up rather than whether. There we go. Right. Need a radar in up here as well, I think, given it's all gone dark. There. That'll do. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm content that this is working sensibly.
Do we have circuitry to make sure that we don't use carbon-based fuels when we do have enough nuclear available? Has that been done?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to start using a lot of unnecessary. Well, we need to do that, otherwise all these solar panels are a bit pointless.
I mean, they're still technically beneficial, but not as beneficial as we want them to be.
Yeah, I suppose it depends on how good our nuclear fuel cell saving systems are. To be honest, if they're perfect, then we're
Yeah.
all right.
Because we do want to use up the charcoal that we're producing.
I suppose that's true.
Interesting, because this power plant here is prioritizing petroleum coke.
Yes, that was
This one.
because we had too much
Shed
of
loads
that.
of yeah. Do we now not have as much of it?
We are now using it for other things, and we don't have stupid amounts of it, but we do have 51k, which is
In that
I
system,
think
which isn't that much.
I think
It
that's a
sounds
full
like a
train,
lot,
isn't
but
it?
it's not really. Yeah.
It's more.
What's it
It's more
stacked
than
to?
half. That's 3/4 of a
Stacks
chest.
to 100.
Okay, that's not much at all. Right.
But that might be a train has arrived and taken it, or 2 trains have arrived in quick succession, but we're
True.
still
True. It could be
counting
almost
through
any
it.
amount. Yeah.
So one train will take 48k. So we've only got a train, just over a train load.
Yeah, but that's roughly a train less than full, is it? Or is it?
I can't remember.
How many trains make 5?
Hey, what? Oh, see what you're asking. Don't know.
We're currently missing 60
0.1.
stacks, and the carriage is 80 stacks per wagon. So we are missing less than a train's worth from this station for
Okay.
it to be full.
So for me, essentially, the question is, do I?
I think you leave that one till last. We just leave that one running as it is
Okay.
for now.
And then we try and work. Yeah, we haven't run into a shortage of petroleum coke. We've got loads and loads of it in the station up here as expected. It's just the other things that we don't seem to have very much of yet.
Yep. No worries. So then for this one over the other one, it's a case of trying to work out how best to rig the circuitry such that it actually knows when.
The traditional way is just whacking an accumulator, and whenever the accumulator drops below 80, you turn the switch on.
Yep. Do we have any accumulators?
Yes, they're being made
Yeah.
in the in the
Oh,
thing in the
Oh.
robo mall.
in the thing. Got it. No worries. In that case,
I did clarify my metasyntactic variable in the end.
you did.
In fact, there are 28 of them in the box, so it seems to be working quite happily.
No worries. I will head on over. The wires. I'll
If
pick
you
up
just slap down a blueprint for one, it'll be brought over to you.
Well, I want to go to the right place first.
Oh, that's what head on over. Okay.
Put down a blueprint for one where you want to go, and then go over there, and it might arrive in time.
Yeah. Maybe.
Come on, bots. Chop chop.
Oh, you got them to work as blackjacks, as lumberjacks, have you?
Yes, as it happens, but that's not what I was chop chopping about.
Ah.
I'm just having a bit of a tidy up of some. There used to be a wall along here, so there's lots and lots of pylons that really aren't necessary. So I'm just going and doing a bit of a tidy up and tidying, and then going to build out some other stuff as well over here.
So I see.
So we're keeping up with sulfurous gas venting currently. We are not keeping up with lube burning, but
Lube burning.
it's a flare stack.
Yeah, it's just spraying it out into the atmosphere or into the environment or something like that. Yes.
That environment needs lubricating, yeah?
Greta would not be impressed.
But
Congratulations.
I'm about to double the burning rate.
Okay.
Oh boy. Where am I going to put this accumulator?
Have I used up all of those
That is the
solar panels
question.
made? No, there's still 985 solar panels in the box, so this we're making them in quite large quantities. I suspect that's
And
unlimited.
presumably they're still being made.
Yes. Oh, yes. Also, there's a long-handled inserter trying to output onto the top of a onto an inserter rather than onto the belt, which is not helpful. Let's fix that. There we go. Is that? Oh, that pylon has been placed. Excellent.
I think you put a blue inserter where you need to put the red one.
Don't think I got it wrong, but it is possible. I did do copy paste for both of them in opposite directions.
Yeah, I think you copied the one you were trying to, the blue you were about
Copied
to
the new
place.
one rather than the old one. It's possible.
Yeah.
I'll go and fix that in a moment.
I don't actually know where it is. I looked over at your stream.
Oh, I see. Just getting rid of all these little wooden pylons that were used to be the way power was sent along the wall, I think. Hey, I got rid of all of these. There we go.
There we are. Oh,
Solar
that's a
is up
really slow accumulator charge rate.
here. Here. No, I got it right.
Surprises me. Okay, throttled at 1 megawatt input output. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it'll take 60 seconds to charge or discharge.
Which is fair, makes sense. But that also means that this is our only accumulator in the entire electrical system.
Probably.
Yes, yes it is.
Fine.
Oh.
So, awkward point for you, Mike. They will still be supplied by the charcoal input coming from the wood farm right by you.
Did Mike not just use an electrical switch to turn them off?
No,
We don't.
he's limiting the inputs.
Oh, yeah, don't do it like that.
There are just the two links from this big electric pole are the only ways the power is getting out. That helps you.
Okay. Right.
Oh well, do it like that. It's fine.
I'm having to think. I know what I want to do. It's just about how to make it happen. Do we have power switches?
I
Good
don't think we're
question.
making them yet, but
Would you like me
Tristan's
to
just
make
over
them?
there, so you know.
Yes, please. It makes it remarkably more complex if we don't have them.
Yeah, power switches are the way to do it, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
fairly low tech things to make.
Have
So
you tried requesting any and confirmed that
I
you don't
I
have
have not. I'm not
lazy.
gonna lie. I'm struggling to find them in the
in
search
logistics?
function. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
there it is.
Have I done some?
We have none in the logistics network.
Okay. We will in due course have 12 in the logistics network.
Ooh, apparently one was on its way to me, and then I turned the thing off. Okay, so you disconnect. I want that to go like that, and then
It's nice actually having space where you can just build stuff again now. Whereas I
that.
previously we just had all this sort of starvation, resource starvation, or no, space starvation, and now I can just go, yeah, let's put a solar field down there, and it's fine.
Mhm. I'm going to move that radar because that's going to be drawing power from the power plant permanently. Otherwise,
Little things like that don't matter. Oh, we've got a tank in the petroleum drop off for the rocket parts.
oh, that sort of tank.
Yes.
Right. I was thinking, who's made a tank?
Ow!
I'm not sure I put it past any of us.
Yeah.
In fairness, my temptation to make a tank is actually kind of low.
You mostly just want one to run bits of the base over with, I think, or it would mostly be used to run bits of the base over with, rather. I suspect, because we don't really need it for combat because we've got the artillery and the big flamey guns.
The lube burning is now sufficient to keep up with lube production.
Oh, good. Oh,
I need exactly one copper wire.
Do you have
where's
any
power
copper?
broken here?
I do not. How near is the copper? Oh,
Who designed this? Honestly,
there's almost certainly going to be copper wire in the logistics network. So
Yeah,
I'm just
you
going
can
to summon
request
that as soon as I can work out where it is in here. There it is.
oh, that's probably why it broke.
It's in the. It's being made in the new mall.
Yeah, I need to amend that number to be like 10. Because otherwise it's just bringing 42. It's bringing 20 to me right now.
Yeah, I generally, if I want a very specific number, I'll set the request and remove thresholds to the number I want, and it will
Yeah.
bring exactly that number.
Oh, cool. There's a chest here asking for wood. That's convenient
Yes.
because lots of it's being brought to it. Good. Yeah, it's good to have have a drawer on the wood supplies because yes, every so often deforestation happens and then you need it.
Yeah. We still have 50k in the system.
Oh.
Cabling you to you to you. So enable when power drops below. I'm just going to say half.
Okay.
Sure.
The exact number is fairly irrelevant, to be honest. It doesn't. Yeah, it almost doesn't matter.
Well, it's if you get a. Because I did this in my space engineer single player run. I set the thing to go below, fire it up below when it drops below 80%, and you get occasional spikes or something like if a large meteorite strike hits at once,
Yeah.
and it would suddenly spike only for a second or two, which is enough to drop
Just pull it
that
down a
particular
little.
At which point suddenly I find that I've got a whole load of nuclear power kicking off that I didn't need and things like that.
Okay. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
So it's you sit there saying, well, it's what's the cost of? So this is where my stock control mathematics comes out. What's the cost of stock out? What's the cost of holding inventory? And what's the cost of running excessive? Cost of running excessive is you use fuel when you don't need to. What's the cost of stock out? Well, your base slows down for a bit.
Yeah. Although if it kicks in at 40% or any arbitrary percentage, it should be absolutely fine.
Oh yeah. It's in this case the cost of stock out is limit. In fact, I'm going to drop it down to below 10 because the power plants
They'll
They do
kick in instantly.
They
kick
kick
in
in instantly, yeah.
instantly. Yeah, they've
So-
got steam already there to go, so it is instantaneous. So yeah, down to 10%, and it will just yeet electricity out.
Speaking of power, how are we doing? We have a total production of available of 1.3 gigawatts, of which currently we're using 480, of which 440 is coming from solar. So we're doing pretty well there. We are.
Bearing in mind that if I let me just quickly do that the other way around. Well, okay, we've only got 200 megawatts in this. What? Apparently, we've got 200 megawatts in this plant.
That doesn't sound unreasonable. I mean, that's a seventh of the base, a seventh of all of everything we've got, and I could easily believe we have about 7 of those plants scattered around. So yeah, that sounds reasonable.
It's only 216. That doesn't feel like enough.
Hmm.
All of that for just 200 megawatts.
Well, you know what it's like when you
This,
start building
yeah.
out solar and stuff. You get massive fields of it and produce tiny amounts of power.
True. In fairness, again, in my single player one, I'm dealing with 3 gigawatts of production at any given moment.
Yeah, but then
And I'm
presumably
using
that's
most of
coming
it.
from nuclear.
Some of it is. In fairness, most of it is now.
So our nuclear is only capable of producing about 300 megawatts by the looks of it. Just eyeballing the graph.
What?
Oh. Wait. What? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe 400 or 500 megawatts actually. It's kind of hard to read. But yep, nighttime is looming, so the amount of solar is dropping. But I can see the power coming from the steam engines and the turbines both going up sort of gradually in more or less.
Yeah.
I'd say parallel. They're not parallel, but they're proportional.
Right. What other power plants do we have? Because we used to have like 3 or 4 of them.
They kind of
Oh, we do. We have one up here still.
And the one you haven't touched currently, the one you're buying.
Yes, there's that one there and that one there. Are there any others?
This one you've done, presumably, given it doesn't seem to be running
Yeah.
at the moment.
That is correct. Yes, that's turned off.
Oh, that area is out of Robo Network. That's why the thing
Oh,
wasn't being.
have I broken somewhere?
No. It was just it's never been in. That's
Oh,
why the
okay.
radar didn't get swapped over.
Ah.
I told it to move the radar, and it still hasn't. That's fine. That entire power plant can power that radar.
It better be a really effective radar.
There's that one. I assume you're aware of it, but there is a power plant there that is currently running. Oh, that's the one that's running
Yep,
on the
that's the one I
petroleum
pinged.
coke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
So
sorry,
I'm going to do that as well, but I'll do it last. So
I wasn't paying a huge amount of attention.
I don't blame you. It is me after all.
That's
I
the
was
one
looking at
we
something
need to
else,
figure out what
so
we want to do.
brain was full.
We
Well,
want those transmitter things for signals, so we can say, "Hey, we've got way too much petroleum coke. Get rid of it."
yeah.
We use
Oof,
red wire
blimey.
almost exclusively, don't we?
Yes.
We could
Yeah.
run a green wire just up the main power line.
We could.
It's not that far.
Yeah, it would
I'm
be.
sensing upset already.
I don't
Could.
mind. I just
Ooh.
can't be asked.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually worth it.
Which is a fair point.
We need to put in boilers that will turn water into steam using solar power to then turn it back into electricity at night.
Sorry, say again. Use boilers to
turn water, use electricity to turn water into steam, store it in tanks, then use it at night to turn it back into electricity.
Fancy
It's not a bad
accumulators,
shout.
basically.
Yeah, except we're having more trouble building tanks than we are building accumulators, so maybe we shouldn't.
Also, I'm not sure electric boilers are a thing in this.
Oh, okay. All right, we now have
Mine
502
would be fine.
megawatts of solar available.
Nice,
That is
nice.
80% of our power consumption, and the solar field I put down is about half complete.
Yeah, we don't currently have electric boilers, just iron and copper.
Oh, so once that's complete, we'll be purely solar during the day.
Yes,
Literally.
and some spare.
Nice.
Hmm.
So when people start using the transmats to get around, covered
Yeah.
by solar.
Yes, I guess so. Right. I mean, I have to admit, I'm sort of fiddling with these things as a bit of an idle thing while I wait for all of the stuff for the rocket things I've started making to actually turn up.
I have an active draw on the wood now. So in about 3 years, we may have no wood in the logistic system.
Okay.
Non-wasteful active draw. To clarify. We're waiting for tanks for the rocket launch.
Yes, and petroleum for the rocket launch in particular.
Right. I'll have another look at the petroleum, see how that's all doing. Those lube tanks are empty now. And presumably a train turned up. But it's sort of a, okay, yes, they're just slightly below full. We're doing okay.
Too much, too much, too much.
Now
None.
yeah.
This one's only 144 megawatts, so but it's powering two. It's powering two robo towers.
That's
Oh
fine.
no!
Just let it. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna head down and start making the whatever it is plates a bit more quickly because I'm putting a couple of extra machines to do it because I'm fed up of waiting for the tanks to come
You
through.
say just let it. That has technically split our logistics network in two.
It shouldn't split the logistics network. As long as they're powered, they should still connect to each other.
Oh, sorry, fair enough. Yeah, it's just been powered at 90 kilowatts by 160 generators.
That's fine.
Efficiency is not our thing here. Not gonna lie.
Why am I walking?
Although in fairness, it does only generate the power it actually needs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it actually is 100% efficient, except on sort of resources required to build up the power station to power it.
Yep. All is good.
I don't know why I came all the way down here on foot, but I did. So here I am.
Because you haven't got your jetpack yet.
Yeah, but I could have got a train.
You could.
Let's see how that gets on. Oh, reinforced iron plate might be the bottleneck, actually. Yes, probably is, in fact. Let's try and make those instead. See how far we get. Reinforced composite and reinforced iron plate. Is it normal iron plates then that we're also short of? Are you making? No, you're doing carbon steel. Iron, any old iron. There's an iron. Yeah, I think the problem might be down to just simply down to iron, not making iron plates fast enough. So let's try and do some more of them over here.
Oh, running out of machines. Let me copy some before we actually.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, so I've doubled our production of iron plates, potentially doubled our production of reinforced iron plates if that keeps working, if that doesn't run out of other stuff. So that will hopefully get the tanks made a little bit more quickly. he says optimistically. No station supplying petroleum. Ah, somebody did copy and paste in those extra chem plants. Good.
Yep, literally just done that.
Oh, okay.
That's why they haven't been placed yet.
Yeah, I noticed the bots were
They may
fitting
also
in.
be out. No, they are entirely within logistics.
All these constructives.
Yeah. Oh, do we not have cliff explosives? Actually, no, it's not complaining. So we probably do at the moment, but we're probably not making them in here.
No, I don't think we are. It's not something I've thought of, and I feel
Uh,
explosives require funny stuff like possibly water. And certainly sulfur.
Gunpowder and paper. I'm just going to start working backwards, and
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's just gunpowder and paper. I mean,
Yeah,
what
but
meeting
what
down
But
here?
then what does gunpowder need, and what does paper need, and then.
Paper's just wood chips and water.
there you go, water.
There we go, water. Fluids are the awkward thing up here. We don't have water. I don't think we have water on this system yet.
We can do that.
Well, we can do, yes. There's a one at the bottom there that can have water coming in, but we haven't yet. In fact, it has a pipe going up to a.
For nothing.
There's a fluid station here that's got. Oh, it's got small buffer tanks on all the top of all the main real tanks. Okay.
Yep. Just to give it that little extra bit of space. Because a full tank is full train.
Hmm.
So you need that little bit extra.
Yeah, it's kind of. Although the fact that you can get the fact that you put in twice as many, you put in 2 pumps per carriage per wagon, means that
No.
doesn't. Oh, are they? Oh no, they're not linked. Okay.
No.
All right. Okay, no, that makes sense then in that case.
We do have that pipe coming down there is for something specific. I just don't know what.
Right.
It may well be an unprogrammed something specific.
Yes, the station is only requesting sulfuric acid.
Yeah.
It
So
might be
it's
lube goes into some things that get built, so it could be that.
yeah, it might be that's what it was intended for. Oh, we had some paper and gunpowder in the system.
I'm not hugely surprised. It's the sort of thing that we do. So I wouldn't be. Yeah, that we.
Yeah,
I can imagine
had
getting built
one
up
piece of
under
paper in the system.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing which you end up sort of chucking out your inventory randomly.
Yeah. Right, that entire row of chem plants is now making petroleum gas. Let's see what runs out first on the input side. Light oil's holding up pretty well. The sand. Yeah, I think it's
Silica,
sand.
I think.
Okay, silica seems to be okay.
It's just double polarized stone.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks to be okay. So that's going to give us another. Actually, that's probably going to be almost a doubling of the amount of petroleum gas we can push through. So that's good.
It's another 216 megawatts off the thing. So we're now producing.
All his efforts early on, Mike is now being anti-productive with power, sort of. All this, I've added this much power. I've added this much power.
I've disconnected this much power. I've
I've
disconnected this much
removed this much power.
100% of our power right now is being generated by solar.
Awesome.
Lovely.
Actually, that's been nearly true for a while.
Yeah, in the last minute, there have been some tiny blips of.
Yeah,
nuclear.
pretty much all of today has been basically 100% solar since the sun came up. So we are now down to just using the steam stuff for nighttime base load.
Yep.
Or nighttime everything
Awesome.
load, actually.
The question then is, are there any other power plants still on? There's going to be the odd turbine here and there. I think there's one in the gold area. Don't ask what.
Presumably, if they're put in other places, they're there to deliberately use something up, so we want them to run.
Yes. Oh, actually, there's quite a few in the gold area. Yeah, it's there to use excess water.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah.
Because they won't actually get. If we do get to the, they'll get used during the night actually, in proportion to all the number of other ones around.
Yeah.
So yeah, might be okay.
Why is this output's full? Oh, duh. That's why. Yeah, it's backed up.
Oh, we're probably now making petroleum slower than we were before, because it's all productivity moduled up the wazoo, so it's going to slow it down a lot. It's running at minus
I
45% speed.
But that reduces the backing up of other things.
Yes, but it also slows it. Yeah, I'm not saying we shouldn't do
Yeah.
that. I'm just saying we might need to put even more machines in to compensate for that.
Quite possibly. We can go a bit further before we start encroaching on biter territory.
Oh yeah, we can
Or
go
we
quite.
could fold it in half. We don't really want to do that because
Not
we
ideal.
might
No.
need
Okay.
the
And we did with the
heavier stuff.
sulfuric acid, and it hasn't been a problem yet. But
Yeah.
we've still only got 3 of the tanks in the tanky area. So how are we doing then? How many of those reinforced steel plates do we need? 40. 40? Blimey, 40 corrosion-resistant iron plates. That's no wonder it's taking a long time to build anything remotely useful.
Oh yeah, the rubber mole is slow.
Yeah, but it's that and the sort of the opposite as well. The sheer number of the things that are required.
I suppose you happen to have a mixer on you, do you, Laurence?
Yes, actually.
Could you put one on the above the top row, but leave a gap of one up here where I am?
So there,
Yes, thank you.
no problem.
There's still 26 steam engines on the network. So where are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 of them are there, so that's 12 left unaccounted for. And they're going to be 1s and 2s here and there, aren't they? Let's be honest.
many did you
Probably,
say?
and I think that's a small enough number that it stops mattering quite so much. We've turned off the big major power
I demand
plants.
perfection.
So
Only perfection is good enough.
I thought perfection was the enemy of good enough.
Only if you don't want to deliver something that's going to work. It all boils down to how do you define perfection?
You'd say find or define.
Define.
Literally could not be better, I suppose.
Yeah, but what do you mean by better?
It depends on the thing.
Yeah.
Also, it needs
And
to give me
problem with
beer.
my design.
Yeah.
You can't run over pipes in this.
If only there was some pipes that didn't block you.
Except I want the availability of putting stuff across the top here.
Yeah, but you don't need quite this much availability. Oh. And you can put the pipes back in if you do. Annoyingly, you can't just run along like you can in vanilla, just replacing the whole thing.
They're not considered pipes or something weird.
Well, they are in that you can click and single click and replace one, but they aren't in that you can. But it won't let you just drag all the way along. All right. So yes, iron plates are still the problem.
Yeah. The robot mall is never going to be that efficient.
It's very true. Yes, I'm.
It's
I mean, there
Yeah,
was a reason I
it's
don't. There's a reason I never build like this. I just thought it'd be fun to do it for a change.
but for stuff like I don't know, steel chests where we suddenly need 20 of them,
Yeah.
but then go a long period of time before we need any more. Well, so suddenly need 36 when you put your station down, then you don't need any more for ages. It makes a
Yeah,
lot of
they're
sense.
fine. And in fact, a lot of this
Um,
stuff, I suspect, if we'd been doing this from the beginning, which obviously we couldn't because you don't have the bots, all the bots from the beginning. So everything was sort of built up, and then it was just, oh, here's a new thing, let's build some of those. It might be okay, and if we sort of stop for a little while and just let it catch up, then maybe it would be okay. It's
Yeah.
hard to know. It's hard to know actually. I suspect there's some. We'd still find some of the stuff just wouldn't be quick enough.
Yeah. I mean, it reminds me of my Bob's playthrough ages back, where the throughput of the whole factory was absolutely atrocious. However, it took us long enough to get from one science pack to the next that we could research the entirety of the that tech tree
Yeah.
before we were up to the next thing. Yeah, that made sense.
Yeah, I
We,
know what
we
you mean.
yeah.
I get what you mean. It's why I've not bothered trying to make my space exploration science systems much faster than they already are, because
Yep.
what's the point? I'm making it as fast as I can, more or less as fast as I can research. I haven't felt much of a pinch on that, so I think it's probably okay. Alice
Yeah,
is pointing
Sebastian, I
out that
bothered.
mods get cached, so if someone can pull one out of their install directory and throw it at him, then he can probably join us.
Let me have a look. I don't even know where
Is
to
that
look.
in app data?
You know.
Yep, looks like.
I want to say it's in .factorio, but that isn't very helpful. Oh, we've made another tank. I don't know where it's gone,
What
but
are
we've
we on?
definitely made one.
116 or 116.3? Presumably 116.3.
116.3.
Okay.
Okay, I've done it.
Leaving. Thank you. Question is Al watching?
Don't
If
know.
so, can we be abusive to him? Because we haven't really sort of abused him that much yet.
I've got 4 people watching, so that's you two and presumably 2 innocents. So civilians, whatever we want to call them. Or it might be Al as well, and then only 1 normal person. Yeah, so that is still... These iron plates over here are still the limiting factor of this. Is it actually the iron plates? Why are you not running? Oh.
One of these pump jacks was rotated, and so it wasn't actually outputting any oil.
Oops.
Slash.
There we go. Helps if I try and remember to program the exerters on these things. One, 2, 3. So I've quadrupled the iron plate production rate, and I've potentially tripled the reinforced iron plate production rates. We'll see if that helps.
No,
What are you making? Oh, heat-resistant steel plates. Right. They look very, very similar, but they've got a slight green tinge instead of a brown tinge.
Oh, yep.
Or a grey tinge.
Wait, I require a job.
I don't know. I mean, at this point, given what we've been saying about, oh look, what's in the to-do list? Fix the rest of the outposts. That seems like an Al job to me.
That's an Al job.
Update
We
outposts
need
with all
walls
materials or
available.
LTN. Sort of reduce resources in the
done that.
logistics system and centrifuge. Yeah, we're mostly.
I mean,
I mean, we are kind of nearly done. Maybe have a look at the research and see what's left in the non-infinites, and just sort of get those going.
You could have a look at yellow science, because I think that's what's not running.
Oh, is yellow science the limiting factor at the moment? You're probably
Yeah, we're not
right.
yeah,
researching
okay, let's
anything about yellow.
boost that. Where is it?
Somewhere over to the east.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go. I see it.
It is producing at the moment, but blue circuits are slow.
Yeah, that's fine. We can go along the system and boost it.
Until you get back to the point of, oh, we don't have enough blank.
At which
Yes.
point, well, he's still boosted.
Well, you're working your way back up the system and boosting each stage in turn until you discover it's petroleum.
It used to be gold was our issue there.
That's true. So that's a good point. We've fixed the gold problem to the extent that the
Gold backed up.
There's no longer the main issue. Yeah.
there is a train jam.
Oh,
No. Well,
okay. Let's look
uh,
at it.
that looks like a
Because there's a train that's pulled in to drop off charcoal.
two trains
and
want to
hasn't been
do
able
charcoal
dump
for the other
it.
train. Yeah, so that's fine. That's now moving on.
No, I
Yeah, Tristan
figured
moved
that
it on
one.
because it isn't empty.
Oh, that was a manual, was it? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It
that-
would have
that
fixed itself
station.
in time.
Yes. But
No,
that station just
no.
doesn't work nicely.
It wouldn't have fixed itself in time. It
What
wouldn't have fixed
the
itself.
heck is going on with the logic there?
Because a single wagon train can turn up. So it's more complicated and it hasn't completely worked.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
It's working. So I went away and beed salty for a while.
That sounds entirely on brand.
But I did finish cooking the food that was going to be an absolute ass if I was unavailable. So
Yes, that's good news at least. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our stream for today.
Thank you for watching. We'll be yes.
Ayo,
oh, I'm gonna go and get something.
I'm tidying this up because it bothers me.
Stream on.
There we go.
Burp. Me?
Right, there we go. They're lined up properly. Now, the gaps are still in there from the way I copied and
Okay.
pasted it, but at least they're all at least the solar panels will all be lined up
Oh,
once
that's
that's
a
finished.
big solar array. Well, it's not big solar array, but it's a
Okay, then.
It's bigger
block
than
them all
previous
together.
solar arrays we may have made.
well,
Yes.
yeah, but this
it's
is
big for this game.
Yes. Yeah, I got annoyed by putting it down the middle of the railway lines because there were power poles and radars and things in all the way down it, and I thought,
Yeah.
sod it, I'll just drop. We're not short of space anymore. We've got lots of big empty areas that we've reclaimed or claimed. Let's just go copy paste flump.
No, just mine.
Why is the person who's not streaming louder than the person who's streaming?
I think he
Oh,
walked
we're
out of
in
the room.
family
I think
bit,
so too.
right? I can ping it. Oh, I can ring it.
Flight of bots comes in and takes all the trees away.
Right, I think I'm going to
Oh,
set this to no longer request single wagon trains.
We've now managed to make a whole 17 fluid tanks.
Woo!
I think Al's ringing.
I think you're right.
Al, answer the phone.
Okay.
Ow!
He's magically muted his mic. To the
If only we
joys of...
If only we could magically mute Mike.
Ayo.
Sorry. It was on.
Sorry.
Now Al's ringing twice.
I'm so confused.
How many phones have you got?
Oh no, he's not actually muted his mic. Right, there we go. I'm less confused.
Right, did that only mute him for me?
Yes.
Do that instead then.
That's an extra level of complication, isn't it? If you don't only have to worry about whether somebody's on mute themselves, as whether you've also muted them, as you have to also worry about whether you've muted them. Just makes things a little bit more complicated. Oh, that's another tank. Another fluid tank been made. I wonder where it's going to go. I'm sitting here waiting for a construction bot to come and grab it, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because there isn't a huge amount more for me to do until we've managed to get the petroleum up there into that. Oh, it's gone, and I wouldn't notice. Fail.
Okay, yellow science blue circuit's now backing up.
Woo.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, they're still all going to Mike's nuclear power plant to give him some more steam storage.
Which is possibly slightly silly.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
it's not. It's a genius move.
But it's a
No, I
lower
mean,
priority move.
yeah, it going there is potentially silly.
I could just drop a deconstruction planner over one of his Steam storage outposts. Or do that, yes.
What?
I mean, nothing's happened, Mike. Don't worry.
I just watched it happen. And then again on Laurence's stream.
Don't worry your very little head.
My head is very little, this is true. I'm definitely not big-headed. It is known.
I mean, you are quite good at lampshading your own screw-up, so I think there's probably an element of truth in that.
I don't actually know what that means.
Lampshading is a term meaning to when you sort of acknowledge something that's a bit silly or illogical or wrong, like it's hang a lampshade on it. It's a term from, I can't remember where the term originally came from, but it's a
Roger
TV
Rabbit,
tropes thing now.
I think.
Sorry?
Isn't it Roger Rabbit?
No, that's bump the lampshade,
Ah, right.
which means sort of going the extra mile to make something a bit more convincing.
Mix of real life and cartoon in the same thing.
Yeah, one of the in Roger Rabbit, one of the things they did was have a character bump a lampshade, and it meant they had to worry about all the shadows and things on the toons, but it made everything look so much more realistic. So it was an extra thing they didn't really have to do, but because they did, it looked really good.
Hello.
Okay.
Currently having technical issues. Steam will begin shortly. Well, I assume it began shortly. Trace begin.
Yes.
I am ready to join.
Did you find your phones then? We could hear them ringing, but you didn't respond when we shouted at you to answer them. So
I couldn't find my iPad in order to watch your stream.
is that still limited by though? No, it's just limited by construction speed. Excellent.
Giant Facto Bros. What do you mean they don't match the servers? You literally just synchronize that. Wrong version of Flib. Alright, well, fucking change it. Idiot.
Is there going to be another one you're going to beg us to put somewhere useful for you?
No, it just said it had a tick on it, which meant it's
Have that here as well.
fine. It's fine.
Fine.
Connecting to the game.
Whoop whoop.
Paste. Connect.
Saving. Oop, Altruist is downloading the map. Well done there. That bar's growing quite slowly. Probably because you're watching the stream at the same time. Oh, we've got 4 tanks up here now. 4 tanks in the station. So only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more to go.
4 candles.
And then I can head back up there and turn the station on.
Hello, Griffin. Cycle.
You're a lovely station.
What?
Hello, Griffin.
Hello.
It's been a while for us as well. We've been playing for I don't know how long.
3.
How far off do you reckon we are then?
We are very, very close. We are ready to launch the rocket. We just need a train's worth of petroleum to turn up, and probably a train's worth of low density structures and a train's worth of green circuits.
Hopefully not in the next 30 seconds, because that's what this says.
No, we're not that. Definitely not that close. It's a sort
That'll
of
be excellent timing.
we might just about manage to launch our first rocket today, maybe.
How many will you launch?
That's a good question. So you only actually require space science for the infinite researches. So technically, we could do what we said we'd do and just do all of the non-infinite researches without launching a rocket. But that wouldn't count as completing the game. So I think we should do at least one of each of them. And then, well, I don't know. See what we feel like. See if we feel like there's anything that we want to particularly expand on.
Loading
See if people want to play Spidertrons or something.
Spidertron.
For those who haven't already.
This downgrading does cause it an issue every now and then.
There's only 1.7 thousand. The green circuits must have just gone somewhere, and I don't know where. It's not where I need them to go, though. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to go and have a play with the green circuit production, because that isn't fast enough, and I want more.
Ooh, we have yellow science arriving.
Yellow.
Yep,
Push
I
on
fixed
the
that. Right,
spider
now
Is it
tron.
me
I
your
want
science
to...
for?
It's pause
That
on
should finish
catching.
the Spidertron.
Can you stop changing the map so much? It's having trouble.
Train, please. Yeah. So yeah, I mean things are going well. We've got science is now starting to happen again because we brought a trainload of yellow science over. That's going to fill up. That's probably going to finish off the Spidertron research
It
there.
will do.
And then maybe do some more. Let's see what's next in the request queue. Spidertron cubic press apparently. That sounds like an exercise or torture something, which I grant you are more or less the same thing. Right. So where are my limiting factors here? We've got we've got sufficient solder. The limiting factor is basically these thermionic tubes and these green circuit boards. I'm tempted to say the best way to make this go faster is just to put in another one.
Yay! Oh, that's a lot of.
Is that the sound of Al joining the game?
What are rewards? Except not rewards. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
That's a lot of chiefs all at once. Chiefs and Buster. Go away! I have to click on them. Fine.
They'll disappear
That's
after
been
a
done.
bit of time.
Turn.
I can't put in another copy of it over here because there isn't room.
Okay. Now what? Fix the rest of the outposts. Do we need to do that?
Draw the rest of the owl.
Walls are needed on the train.
Walls.
Yeah.
Sausages. Fine.
Right, let's fill in this area up here.
Well,
With,
this computer doesn't like this map.
Landfill.
This must be what it's like being Mike.
Yep.
As if you'd know. Okay, we have no.
And then
Nothing is coming in the shape of
let's copy.
being.
Let's copy basically all of this because we know this is pretty much balanced,
There's no charcoal.
and that
There's
will
plenty of
fit.
everything
Just that's nice. So we can put that
Mm,
there, and then I just need to worry about all of the
Walls.
inputs. Lovely. So we'll put that there for now.
That's
The
correct.
bots can get on with that, not my bots.
Yes. Okay.
I said not
well,
my bots. Come back. While
Where am
all
I?
this
Why am I
landfill's
standing
put
on
down,
top?
and then I can paste it again to get that. So this is solder, which is
Oh, it was since last week that I
this
figured out
one.
the magic of using filter inserters. Why are you what? Oh, you're being loaded up. The magic of using filter inserters and a bit of circuitry to put more than one thing in the same chest from a train. So,
Yeah, that's doable. Depends exactly how you're wanting to use it, but yeah.
I know I did it.
And then we don't need that. Do need we're gonna need a lot more copper.
Luckily,
What
walls
the
is already
bloody
there.
hell's going on here?
So you're the pickup train. Tell me about these not pickup trains then.
I think we
Where
call
are
them
you?
drop-off trains.
Yes, tiresome.
That
Okay,
Spaghetti
you've done that
time.
now.
No,
Spaghetti. Oops.
do what I mean, not what I say. Actually, that was basically what I said. Do what I say, not what you think I might have said. Is that going to fit through there? Yes, nice.
Well, charcoal happened.
Okay, where does the second? The second one goes in a bit higher up, and we're making copper foil as well, apparently. Like that. Like that. So that's the copper feed's done. So there's the 2 glass feeds. Those are going to be the awkward one. And then that's going to be it. And then we're going to have the green circuits coming out somewhere way up here, but that's not going to be built yet because still waiting for the landfill to come in. But that's fine. That's sort of expected.
Just a cotton picking.
I think I might just
What's
slap
supposed
an
to be in this
upgrade
chest?
planner over this whole thing and turn it all into blue belts, just because then I don't need to worry about thinking, hey, maybe if I upgrade to blue belts, it could be quicker.
Is that the flamethrowers, which are no longer there, maybe?
Bot frenzy. Pardon my bot frenzy.
It is. Flamethrowers are not being built, but that's not a problem right now.
Yeah, anything on the bus potentially won't be built anymore.
Doesn't.
Bussant, yes, that's about right.
Where is the station? There you are.
Why am I doing this with me view rather than map view? Let's do it like this. It's be safer and
There's
easier.
an autogun turret. Oh, is that where they're supposed to be coming from?
You know what? If I bring that up, let's make use of that rather unexpected gap and just bring the belt up through it. I don't know why there's a gap there. Maybe there was something there before. I don't really know, but I don't care. I'm just going to use it anyway.
Plonky plonk.
It's alright, that's a happy alert noise rather than a your stuff is getting blown up alert noise.
Oh, good. Well, I'm here now, so.
So we expect to see more stuff get blown up?
Seems reasonable.
Oh, maybe this is the one that's supposed to have. It is. Why are you item ingredient shortaging?
I do like how long blue underground belts can be.
You need robo sticks.
He says lazying it all the way through.
What the shit? This entire belt is supposed to have stuff on it, is it?
There's a lot of bots buzzing around, and I know most of them are my fault.
This computer's struggling. Both of these things. Right, you're going.
Oh, there are 4,000 of them in the chest, and only 1,200 are needed, so I think we're okay there. I am using all 2,229 construction bots, though, or at least we between us are using all 2,229 construction bots, and I suspect most of that is me.
Yeah, you're probably at least 2,000.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've got 3 quietly. So,
I've got 0.
I'm
I'm using
It's still
logistics.
part of the problem, Mike.
yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm
See,
quite impressed.
This is where I want to say that Laurence is just having to overcompensate for something.
I just like being able to. I just put down a blueprint or copy and pasted something, and it's not my fault. It's taking 2,200 bots to do it.
Rhubarb fizzy mead.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I do.
We have also run out of landfill.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, hasn't that been a recurring theme of like the last 20 episodes?
Oh yeah, pretty much. I don't even know where it's being built these days. Oh, there's machines not building it there.
There are quite a few places where it's been built, if memory serves.
Actually, there's loads of it up here. There's like 12,000. Is that in an unlinked robo network?
Hang on.
No. No, it's in the main Dewberry. Why is that not getting used then?
Is it because there aren't any construction bots available?
It could be.
What's the thing on it, on the landfill that you're trying to place? The icon on the map?
I don't know. There's too many icons.
Missing
It is missing construction
robots.
bots. Okay, so that's alright. Yeah.
This is just rubber and rods, as all good things should be. So I can make these over here.
Don't eat that. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I
It's really
suspect
hard.
that is the landfill, or some of the landfill that's actually missing landfill itself.
Yeah.
Because it's in a separate logistics.
Oh, actually, there's a robo tower missing. So some of this area isn't covered. That's probably part of the problem.
So I brought all that stuff over here.
I mean, I think that's
Gonna play on it.
not the problem because
have fun.
there are no construction bots.
True.
Not the problem yet. Did you put anything to deal with the bots that are being created in the mall?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because they're currently just being put in.
Oh, here's food.
Pudding.
Wait, what?
I got confused because there was a
Are laser assemblers being made in the mall?
I knew if it's somewhere.
maybe.
Maybe, but the problem with laser assemblers isn't so much the making of as the getting the rubies for.
Yeah.
Can you hear Jen's
I-
computer, or is it okay?
I haven't personally heard it, but I haven't been listening for it.
There are
Well,
10 in the mall.
If you
No worries, I just made another 4 down here.
if you can't hear it, then when you're not if you haven't noticed it, then it's probably okay. I mean, there are various noises I can hear, but I think they're all just Factorio noises.
Or
Bless you.
people noises.
Yeah, so I mean, when I zoom
People.
in, I can hear a sort of a whirring that could almost be a computer noise, but I don't think it is. I think it's a Factorio noise.
I've walked all the
I'm
way
a
up.
person, I make noises.
I
Can
know.
you stop?
Noticed.
Thank you all
I
for
put
your...
down. I put down a couple of requester chests, and they've not been built.
Every time.
Lawrence.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to come over there and put them down myself?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I
Rather
do.
you put them up yourself.
There's 2,300 construction bots now, and they're still all in use. Maybe this upgrading all of the belts to blue belts was a bit silly.
You know that
Silly.
if you do it
and
manually,
also-
so you don't end up with the bots being unable to do the important things because they're too busy flying halfway across the map to go and pick up a thing from one chest and take it 500 kilometers to the other thing, having to stop every 30 seconds for a recharge.
Now, actually, if you look at the number of things that are missing construction robots, it's down to sub 200, and I can see the number dropping. So in
It's
15,
almost as if someone
14,
just added a whole bunch of bots
13.
to the network.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8,
It's a new year already.
7, 6. It is nearly not my fault if things are not being built.
Countdown to
5,
someone
4,
else's
1,
problem.
2. Right, we're now no longer short of logistics bots. So quit your bitching. Construction bots, sorry. We now have 100 free construction bots. So anything that's not being built is not my fault.
Unless you forgot to build them. Right, then we put this in here. Boop. And then we put this in here. Nope. Boop. And then... Right. Solve that problem. That was easy. Can I have more problems like that, please? Because that was trivial.
Where's the fun in a trivial problem? We don't play Factorio for trivial problems.
I had enough of a non-trivial problem just getting Factorio in the first place. Right, give me this, and then... oh, heck, excusez-moi. But not too much.
There's a couple of belts I haven't put in yet.
I think these might be...
Oh, there's a load of inter-was naming that I need to fix up here as well. Okay, so
Isn't that
let's
illegal?
see.
Shouldn't be allowed. How's the fire doing?
Glass has to be
Good fire.
split and merged with one of them merged with a copper wire. So
Wire copper.
why not?
Right, that's going to take a long time. That's fine. Stop telling me about my achievements. Whoa, hello, fast train. I feel a bit sad that this train has one inserted no longer in use.
There we go. That's that.
Right, so let's solve that.
Maybe
Now
I
we
should
need
have
to
copied
do
more of this. So
walls.
that's that bit. Then we bring the thermotubes out. Those go all the way up for circuit makings.
What if we made reinforced steel? No, that's not do that. It's a silly place.
Like that, basically.
How do I make bricks then? Do I cook stone? I bet I cook stone.
What do we do with the copper thing? Okay, that gets mixed with the other glass belt and made into green those things. Where's the other glass belt? Oh, haven't done
Brick.
belts of
Brick.
what?
There it
Oh
is.
dear, what's this?
It's just stone. It's just stone. Who'd have
This
thought
is
that
not
you
glass. This is not right. Stop that. Stop that. Don't do that. Don't
could
build
turn
any of this.
stone into bricks?
Fail.
Oh look, stone. So
In today's stream, Laurence cannot tell the difference between glass and iron.
hey Laurence, what's the difference between glass and iron?
Dunno, lol.
Well, what's the difference between Laurence and I've got nothing. And this streamer on my iPad. Oh, it's the same person.
Who'd have thought it?
Imposter. Imposter, I don't know.
Right, now that is correct, so I can put that belt back in wherever it was. There it was. There.
Yeah, I'll just sit here and wait, no worries.
And then I can be mildly convinced that this one
Yeah, this one
is the other glass belt that's wanted for here.
Hang on, have I already got some? I might already have some.
Right. So that's the input for that. This is copper, right?
So I've been carrying around
Yes.
90 more construction robots than I need.
Oh, that's where they all were. It's Al's fault everything was slow.
All 2,000 of them were caused by my 90. Hey, look, a place to put them and pretend nothing happened.
Right. So those are coming up here. Then have those in. Right, so that goes in there. Which one was I splitting? I was splitting the thermionic tubes and just shoving the boards in along the bottom.
Okay. Be near here. Give me some sort of drill. Electric drill. Advanced mining drill. Are we even making those?
Probably.
Who cares? Give me some of these.
And then we need to do the same sort of thing again up here, like this.
Low power? What?
What? Oh, it's all the bots using all the power, presumably.
Production is down to
Is it night time?
Your,
562 kilowatts.
your things
Yes,
haven't kicked in.
It's because it's night time. And
We've got a
Oh,
single
'cause-
accumulator trying to put out all the power. But once it drops low enough, it'll all sort itself out.
Yeah. Okay, so
we
this
go.
is why I'm saying the amount is a problem.
Shouldn't that be turning on?
Yeah, there we go. It's coming up now.
boop. There we go. Suddenly power.
Yoink. Oh, look at the power graph.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna look. What is that? Hey, that happened on our stream as well.
Yeah, this is it's time for Mike to go off and learn how to make an RS latch.
Yeah,
Mike
it's
is not
happening.
hysterical enough.
It's happening. Oh no. But have I solved the problem I had over here? That's the question.
Yeah, as long as you've only got one problem of your end making it time.
It's pretty close.
Has it been doing that every night for the last? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, only just
I don't know how many nights we've had.
Oh dear, we're running out of glass down here.
What does RS mean?
4
in
nights, I
RS
think, probably.
Reset set.
latch? Oh. What other sort of latches are there? Silence. Good answer. That's all of them listed.
Suppose monostables a type of latch.
Guess so. Is a flip-flop a kind of latch?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, it uses the same.
Isn't a flip flop just an RS latch? Isn't it just an RS latch?
Kinda, but no, it's more complicated than that. You generally would use a flip flop to do the RS latch because you just use the same chip and just use the set and reset parts of it and don't use the clock and data.
Yeah, I was gonna say one. Yeah, the flip-flop is clocked, isn't it? That's the difference.
Yeah.
It's clocked.
As in, it triggers on a pulses rather than just all the time.
Oh, so it outputs a pulse when it's triggered.
No, it triggers
Yeah.
on a pulse.
Triggers regardless of what.
Triggers on a clock pulse.
It copies the input to the output on a clock.
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
And by basically, you mean literally.
Now it says we're missing the material for construction. We're missing 151. Oh, it's
Yeah,
because
that'll
it's in
be
it's
off
in
the
an
end of-
outpost. That's why.
yeah.
Plus 12 red belts, 7 blue belt, 7 yellow belts. six yellow inserters, one normal pump.
You tell me I've got.
Notably, this station now just completely emptied itself. There's no station supplying copper ingots,
What?
or at least there are no
What?
copper ingots available.
There's a station currently filling up with them. It's got 38k in it. It's probably there's 2 requesting.
Has it
So
got a yellow light on it then?
No, there's 2 requesting. One has come here, and it's now refilling. So
Oh,
it's
I
available
see. Gotcha. We've also run out of glass.
Yeah.
However, that one's light is on, so there is a train coming. So that's okay. But it did run out, which is not less okay.
Right, I don't need those. Oh look, I've got an inventory full of walls, so I don't need to make any. Where's the thing that I'm looking for?
I think my opening move is just going to stagger these power plants so they don't all come on at exactly the same time.
Why?
Because you just want to bring them in as you need them.
Do you?
Yeah.
Given that they were
Doesn't matter.
they're all converting charcoal into electricity, I don't think it matters.
No, but it's about total load available.
Because it's 100% efficient at any load. It doesn't matter.
True. Yeah. It's one of those ones where it feels like it should.
Yeah, I see the logic.
Yeah.
It just doesn't apply in this case.
You should practice doing it, so when we do a mod pack where it does matter, you're ready.
Yeah, it's like if you play Kerbal Space Program on the realism mod, so you can't throttle engines all the way down to 1% and that sort of thing.
Make bricks.
Mhm.
Please make bricks.
Waiting at glass.
Brick.
Oh,
Not
waiting for
brick.
2 seconds of
Not brick, but
inactivity,
not
which
brick.
just isn't happening because it's still filling up. Okay.
Well then, I
What?
don't want you to be here.
That's a badly set up station then. There is a badly set up station involved in that.
Okay.
Ooh, lag.
And it's this station here that's where it's filling up.
I'll take a look in a minute.
And it's
I'm
got to
upgrading the copper.
57 out of 80 stacks in the trains, in the wagons, and it's coming in relatively slowly, so it's filling up as I might just send the train on actually. There we go.
Yeah, that's because someone set it as 240, not 480.
Ah,
180.
So realistically, I'm going to need a counter in this, aren't I?
what are you trying to make an SR latch?
I wasn't necessarily going to stick with the idea of a latch. I was thinking what I want is a pulse extender first and foremost.
Oh,
Oh no, do I want a pulse extender? I do want one, but that wasn't the first thought in my logic. What I want to do is to have it so that when the accumulator dips below the point, it then won't turn off the power station again for a certain amount of time.
oh,
You don't
time.
care about what you care
Yeah.
about.
Why not?
Sorry, say
Yeah,
again?
what I normally do is I have it turn on at 20% and turn off at 80% or something like that.
Yeah, that would work as well. Yeah, I
That's-
was doing that by a non words
Euclidean?
thingy bob.
Where do
Nah.
the walls go?
We're under attack.
jeez.
It's all right. The attack has been
Wow, mother
repelled.
trucker.
good. The one that's providing copper has just lit up. So is that going to be everything I need to start making green circuits? I think it might be.
So here's the first thing I've done.
Yeah, I've upgraded the supply rate copper slightly.
Cool.
Right, let's do this.
That's what
Yeah,
it's
this
all about.
This should be now slightly more than doubling the rate that we're making the green circuits at once all of the stuff arrives and things start
I
working.
can't do that.
Well, for some reason there's a power problem here. Why is there a power problem here? I probably just didn't copy and paste far enough
Maybe.
down. That's why.
Oh, that kind of power problem.
Yes.
That's a new
Yes. Sorry,
problem.
a pylon related power problem, not a generation related power problem.
No worries.
I apologise if I panicked you.
Right.
Wrong that the red wire there goes to the far side, Mike.
I could just sideload it.
On that,
The red wire just goes to the device full stop. It doesn't choose which side.
Do that.
I know it just feels wrong that it's going to the far.
Oh yeah,
side
yeah,
rather than
absolutely.
the near side.
Yeah, I kind of see what you mean.
Yeah, that'll work.
And now the fun part, yeah?
Und now we have some fun, yeah?
Ja. Sehr gut.
Trey's good.
There's a flock of bots carrying yellow belts flying across the base. Oh, they just put them in a box. Okay.
That'll be from the copper. That smells right.
It's best isn't
Right,
to get
copper
rid
has
of
arrived here. Excellent.
I want to put a comment on this side loading of a belt, but don't worry about it. I think it'll work anyway. I want to check.
Al has been suitably disciplined for sideloading this belt sort of thing.
Oh, I know how to do this if it doesn't work. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be horrible, but I'm sure I'll be forgiven at the pearly gates. It doesn't work. Oh,
Or
it
the
did work.
Python gates.
I didn't expect that to. Doesn't look like it's. Oh, it's 'cause it's going so fast. Okay. It is working, so let's just not worry about it. Yeah.
It's a bit sad that I'm getting more spam messages through than chat messages through than I am actual chat messages through.
Everyone's on holiday.
I don't know. Does
There's
that mean
Laurence casually fishing for people's talking chat?
Yeah, all five of you. Come on. Yeah, I do wonder whether views of videos and things. Oh, that's very kind of you. Go up over during over Christmas or go down because I mean whether people are sort of desperate for things to do that don't involve talking to their families when they're not at home, or whether they go down because people are actually having fun with their families. I don't really know.
Well, I can't imagine people are having fun with their families, so let's go with the other one.
Some of us get on reasonably well with our families.
Lies.
To the extent of having fun with them, that's preposterous.
With their in-laws, did you say?
Families, I think.
I can imagine having fun with your family though.
Yeah, we could play Monopoly.
Monopoly is never fun. Nobody has fun playing Monopoly. Don't lie to me.
Part of that's because everyone gets the rules wrong.
It doesn't help.
Full of rules as well.
Right, let's have a think about this.
You could probably move your laptop out of the way so you don't collapse.
Oh,
Let me do it.
grr. When you sometimes, every so often, when you fiddle with underground belts, they end up pointing in the wrong direction, and if you don't notice it, then it's embarrassing and unfortunate, and things break.
Yeah.
I might have more.
If you hear yelling and screaming, don't worry about it.
I don't know. I feel like there's enough here to put a few more machines in making the green circuits, but then I'll overfill this side. Oh, actually, no. There's room for that on the side of the belt for a bit more. Let's put in another block of 3 like that. And I know I've forgotten the power pole, but we'll do that separately like that. Is it true up here? Probably. So if we take that one and put it there, and delete that one, then rotate that, and then that one there, delete that one, rotate that, so they're in the right place. Then I can go in with the splitters again in the same way I did before, like this, and this, and that, and that, and that, and that, and then probably put another one, a set of these on the end of here as well. And I don't believe there's any chance I could possibly have built more than a blue belt's worth of green circuits with even with all of this stuff. But top side did look fairly full down here, but I don't know. It's calmed down. Oh, there's not enough of the of these things. That's the limiting factor. The circuit boards. So that's going to be that's the problem here. I wonder if I should turn some of this belt round like that.
Is Jen okay? I can just hear noises in the background and I'm confused.
I'm not sure she's ever okay, unfortunately.
Bad times. Wait, what? So that's low. Why is that low? Oh,
Right, that's a decent
that.
Decent supply of
Right,
green circuits at least. Have they got through? No. Despite all that effort, there still aren't any green circuits up here. Bloody hell. Is it even trying to demand some? Yes, it says minus 48,000. It must be trying to demand some. And it's had some, so the station basically works. It's just there aren't enough down here for a train to come and get them, presumably. No, there's only 16,000.
How does she know?
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's okay. Low density structures have arrived. That's good. Oh, the petroleum tanks have all the tanks for the petroleum have all appeared. Excellent. I can now go and do that, and then we'll just be waiting for the green circuits. So things are progress is being made. Put it that way. There. Oh no, I didn't tell
Oh,
the.
there's
Oh
a
no,
button to
stop
turn
for
off
5 seconds.
exoskeletons. Oh yes, there we go.
Are you trying to pick stuff up in a very precise place?
No, I was moving very slowly. I'm trying to
Oh,
work
you
out why.
accidentally switched off exoskeletons.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Is there a hotkey for it that I should?
Yeah, Alt E.
Okay.
No idea how I pressed that, but apparently I did.
Right, grand tour of the factory now. Let's head up. Head up the east side. Try and run Mike over. No, he's not staying on the railways. Oh well.
You know, I'm being careful this time.
Well, now we've got rid of the chance, seriously reduced the chances of getting killed by biters. We need to increase the chances of being killed by trains, possibly by making them faster.
Or to put rails everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think Al's computer will be able to cope with that. I have a feeling there was a thing that was on one of the probably on the subreddit, to be honest, because that's where these things tend to be.
Yeah.
Of just rail literally everywhere, and it tanked the game
Like-
because the pathfinding was so blooming hard.
Oh, I thought it was just yeah, you could drive a train like a car, essentially.
Yeah, that too. But I think if you put them on auto, then it just went. I don't even. That should be minus 150,000 Laurence. There we go. Train, please.
That sounds like plenty of Laurence.
Train, please. No petroleum found. Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I tried. There are 2 trains trying to pick up blue science, and one of them is just sitting there like a lemon. Because there isn't enough blue science.
That'd be yellow science, sure.
What? Oh. Tristan.
Where is? Okay. I blame whoever set the station up. What? Why
Was
would
it
it?
you?
It's LTN, therefore it's automatically your fault.
It's because whoever set the station up didn't listen to me and refused to do it the way I said.
Was it Laurence?
Probably. And yes, set the. I believe those stack inserters are set up wrongly. They're presumably set. They're set to a hard limit of the amount to put in, which is not helpful
I mean, I don't
because
think
stuff
I've
like
ever
this
set a limit.
happens.
You don't know. If I put it down, I probably asked for how you wanted me to do it, and so I'm going to say if it was me, then I blame you for not explaining it properly. Yes, that seems
Or
like a
just
reasonable
ignoring.
reasonable passing on of the blame. It's a bit like the narcissist's prayer, isn't it? Really.
Is that something like don't blame me for the things I could have prevented?
No, it's sort of the opposite. It's the I didn't do it. If I did do it, it wasn't my fault. If it was my fault, then it doesn't really matter that much, and so on and so on.
That sounds
128.
quite reasonable to me. Okay, look, definitely maxed out with those. Probably should have just checked these, shouldn't I? Instead of guessing. Show me walls. Walls. 5 bricks.
You just
0.8
oh no,
centimetres.
I see what you're doing. Okay, that's a bit less ridiculous.
What's the thing
Hmm?
that I'm doing? Just brick.
This
Brick.
I thought you might be making walls on site for one of the outposts, but no, I see you're making them for the outpost train. That's a lot less ridiculous.
Yeah. 1 stone is 1 brick. With 0.8 seconds crafting time. So I need 5 times as many brick makers as I need wall makers. Right, let's
Sounds
make this
reasonable.
amazing.
Roughly,
It
where
doesn't-
is the blue science stuff?
What's he meant?
It's where I
A-
pinged a little while ago. Isn't it?
Yeah, a description rather than a ping would be useful.
Oh, sort of on the quite a long way over east, very east,
He
Ah,
says
there
east.
we
I
go, yeah.
think.
Thank you.
Oh, we've stopped making petroleum because we've run out of
Petroleum.
light oil, and we've stopped
Ah.
cracking oil. Oh, we've run out of oil.
Oh,
It's a bit crude.
yeah, that'll be a problem. Good job we've got all that productivity in there.
There is a completely full, a nearly full station of crude oil over here.
There's a train on its way.
Okay. All right. Maybe maybe it sorted itself out, and then it's just being a bit
Stop doing power
slow
wrong.
to summon more. Oh yeah, so there is.
Um,
Hello, Doug.
it's 150 per train, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, that should have summoned it in plenty of time, but apparently didn't.
I'm wondering if the train is stuck because it should have turned up by now. Because fluid trains are really, really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stuck next to Mike.
Mike.
Mike has
Yes,
left
it's
his
entirely
train in the
Mike's
way.
fault.
Mike,
Mike?
blame.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm having fun working out
Blocking
RS
trains.
latch logic.
Good luck. It gave me quite a headache when I was doing that for I forget exactly why. Oh, it was exactly the same reason originally,
It's exactly the same reason.
and the second time as
I've
well.
got a pen and paper out and worked out the maths. So
Oh,
now I'm
okay.
just working out how to code it in these
Yeah.
particular logic boxes. But the
Oh, you're actually working
it's-
out your own latch
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
just copying the one that's on the internet if you Google RS latch Factorio.
yeah.
No, I worked mine out as well because that's far more fun.
I don't even understand the concept of it, to be fair.
That's
When you
because you
first
just
mentioned
Googled
it.
it and then use the one you found on the internet rather than designing and building one yourself.
Well, I made one in Minecraft and it was trivial. And then I tried to make one in Factorio and it
Yeah,
was
but
absolutely
Minecraft is easier than
Easier.
Factorio with logic because
Yeah,
you
because
have free play.
Redstone.
Whereas in Redstone is free play. You can do what you want with it.
You have
Whereas
electricity rather than preordained.
in this
Logic.
you've got inputs outputs only. So you're doing it in digital rather than as in digital signals rather than just straight electrical power.
Yeah. Although the fact that your robot factory constructor here can't figure out something as simple as an RS latch. They can make a combinator that outputs any signal for any type of thing, but a latch, no. That's too much. That's octarine science. That is.
Octarine science. Is that a mixture of purple and green science?
Yeah, it's a sort of purpley greeny.
Purpley, greeny, yellow, I think it was described as actually. Do we have purple science in this mod? I can't remember.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
S.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, so
purple
purpley, greeny,
science.
purpley, greeny, yellow science is fine.
The reason there's those cogs flashing is that the outposts are built out of the wrong sort of inserters, I think. Let me check.
Also, there's a big area that's asking for landfills for extending the turrets down, and then I remembered that didn't work.
It is built out of the wrong sort of inserters, but it's also built out of the wrong sort of outpost. Oh, it's an old one. Okay. I might let you off. Might not.
I have to admit, I'm still wondering quite how the flare stacks work with when you're putting lube out of them. It should just, I feel like it should just come out the top and go bleh all over the landscape.
The Bukkake stack.
Ew. Oh, well, the oil's going for plastic rather than for rockets. I don't know whether I should change that or not.
And let's connect that up the right way around as
Yeah,
well.
let's send it for plastic instead.
And it's when. Wait, no, hang on. Let's have a thunk.
Thunk.
Oh, blimey.
A thunk is a noise that Mike
There we
makes
go.
when he's trying to think about stuff.
Clonk.
But I think that's actually set up properly now.
Consider something.
Well done.
That
Right,
equals
walls are being made.
is greater than
I'm
0.
going to shut this door that's behind me because it's fucking freezing.
Okay, so that's fine, and then power increases to that,
Good dog.
and that's still latching itself. Yep, and then power increases to that, and it turns off, and then power goes back down to that, and it stays off, and then power goes beneath. And all right, I've got it working.
The other thing that's nice about doing your own design of these sort of things is you might come up with something a slightly different way of doing it, which just makes the factories all a little bit more interesting rather than them all looking basically the same.
I
He's used the standard number of combinators, so it's probably
More or less
fundamentally
standard. Yeah.
the same.
Probably
yeah,
true.
if you're doing it in RS section, then you've got to have something defining your trigger, and then when to deactivate your trigger. So you need 2 deciders straight away. And
Yeah.
then
Oh
you need
yeah.
some way of analysing the thing from the another 2 deciders. I did sit there saying, let's stick some constant combinators in there to hold the values. And I was like, yeah, I can hard code them. I mean, I know that's not as clean, but honestly, because you have to hard code the constant combinators anyway,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Agreed.
actually matter whether you hard code them and then add an extra wire into the decider, or whether you just hard code the decider in the first place.
Oh, I see what you've done there. Okay. Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, I think that'll probably work. Guess we'll find out tonight.
I can show. I've proved to you it works.
Nah, let's just wait for tonight. I'm
It's
busy
alright.
watching this fluid train at the moment because it's.
So,
I can do it very, very quickly. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
What am I watching?
So, ladies and gentlemen, what I've done to spoof the power signal is I've added in this
Oh yeah, I see it.
constant combinator, which at the moment I've just set to 5% of power is being used.
Spoof.
And so you can see it's 95% in the accumulator from 100%, and at the moment, things off. So we use a bit more power, and we're going to say there's only 50% of power left in the accumulator. So we've gone down from 95 to 50, and everything is still, or the switch is still closed.
Mm-hmm.
Or well, it's the things that
Open.
inactive.
She's trying to lick where she's
Inactive. We're going to go down again. We're going to go down to below the activation threshold, which is 20. And you'll see that the thing is opened up. The switch is now enabled.
Yep, and I see the belt moving as fuel goes into the
Yep.
boilers as well.
So then our power increases, and we're now back up to 50 power total going into the system.
Yep, and
So we're
the
going
switch
back
hasn't
up.
opened.
Yep, and then it's got even better, and we're back up to 95% power, and the switch is off again.
Yep, I'm convinced. Well done. Clap, clap,
Yay.
clap, clap,
Thank
clap.
you. And I'm going to remove my constant combinator because that's only left for testing purposes.
Testing purposes is very cruel.
Yeah, there we go.
Program
That's-
the accumulator.
Hmm?
Well, and set the accumulator to output the A's. Oh, it is.
Yes, it does that automatically.
Oh, right. You were setting them as negative in the.
In the constant combinator, I was just giving it as negative. So I was subtracting power off the accumulator. So yes, there we are.
Clap, 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 clap.
Thank you.
I don't think this was like any. I don't think this was anything like the latch that we made.
Uh,
All he
fair enough.
does.
Did you?
I don't think it was made of 3 decider combinators anyway. Maybe
You
it
can
was.
do it with more.
It was made of 3. I'm just not sure they were deciders. I don't remember actually. Maybe it was.
There's only arithmetic decider and constant just outputs a static signal, which is
Hmm. I
only
think one of
useful
them. I
for
think it used
request
an
numbers.
arithmetic one to multiply a signal by -1. I forget. I completely forgot.
That's possible. You can do that.
We have made 1% of a rocket. Bum bum bum.
You have? Where?
Have you chucked productivity in it?
No,
No, you haven't.
that's a good
Might be
idea.
worth doing.
Kind of sounds like when I see
You can
Americans.
request computers.
They say
Okay.
use 1/2 of 1 orange. Right, just say half an orange, mate. Why are you putting so many words into this thing? I've made 1% of 1 rocket. Say half a rocket, mate.
As a techie person, or as a manager of techie people, the legitimate and genuine reason that we say it as spelled out and laboriously as that is to make sure that they've paid attention to at least part of the sentence.
Is this specifically because Americans?
Any technical the number of fun and games I've had with trying to get technical people to understand a problem is quite high. I think my genuine favourite one was someone came to me and said, "My laptop's broken. This is not good enough." And okay, why is it broken?
Because I
Oh,
trod on it.
It's overheated. Okay. Well, I know that the spec of this is a store bought laptop, so it shouldn't do that. Walk me through what you've done to it. And he says, "Well, I didn't like the whirring of the fan, so I cracked the case open with a screwdriver I found somewhere and removed the fan." I was like going,
That'll be a problem then, mate.
I've worked out why it's overheated. He was like, "Yeah, it's not good enough." I was like going,
Something's not good enough. It's
It's
true.
definitely good.
so don't remove the cooling mechanism. He's like, "It's just a fan." He's like, "Dude, seriously." Yeah, like 10 out of 10 for your ingenuity in deciding to fix a problem, minus several million for good thinking.
I need a button that can take something out of the inserter's hand because
I like the
they're
inserter.
like toddlers. Without
You can take
picking
things
everything
out of an
down.
inserter's hand. If
Yeah,
you open the inserter, you can see its contents and you can grab it from there if you're
Oh,
standing
can
next
I
to it.
control click it actually? I didn't even think.
You
of
might,
that.
yeah, you probably can actually.
Genuinely
Yes.
did not think of actually just asking for the thing.
Can Hasblers.
Give me that. Where's that going? Not in your mouth.
Open.
Open. Yeah.
Yeah, this is triggering me because it's so real.
For you, for me, it's just a joke.
Yeah, for me
You
it's
haven't
not.
even got a toddler.
I've got a dog.
I meant Mike.
It's just the wife.
Don't put that in your
She's
mouth.
got
You don't
one that
know
you
where it's
haven't.
been.
Mer.
Your wife's got a toddler, but you haven't. That makes sense. Right. Train, please. Bang on time as well. Absolute legend. Hello.
This is the bit where I now program this one manually again rather than just copying and pasting.
And come up with a
And-
completely different design.
Yep,
Let me use my...
exactly.
Right, now for my personal perfect train. I got really good at, military stuff from experience. I'm really shit at everything else. And now I have to go around and make everything to the quality that I'm now capable of doing, which is actually a lot harder than just making that quality in the first place. Go over here, please.
And it's through practice. So in your next game, you should do something other than military, to get good at that as well.
Oh, I did start again. I said that I would run the same seed.
The seed is strong.
That I did a slightly simpler world in. I
Okay.
did start again, and I got all of 10 minutes into the game.
And
It
then thought,
actually took a surprisingly long time to get the same map with different other... The only thing I wanted to change was the biters.
oh wait, this is all wrong.
But I wanted it default. And the problem there was that... Well, it wasn't default at all. Because you can either default everything, which means... Because I changed some of the map spread as well, some of the... what do you call it? The actual terrain generation. just to
Okay, so
make
it wouldn't
look
have
a
been the
bit-
same map then.
It wasn't the same map because when I pressed defaults, I lost a lot of my water and it looked
Dry,
hostile.
arid.
Bad. I didn't like it.
Right, Tristan. Since you complained
Right.
about my last attempt at making a station, would you like to build a white science pickup station?
May I have a constant combinator, please?
Would you like to
Bob?
put the basics in and just don't wire it in?
I don't know. Not sure I dare.
Because that part was fun. Or would you like to just copy the blue science one?
Okay.
And then
Yeah, that I can do.
that one's actually fixed now,
That's yellow,
probably.
blue. Here we go.
Yeah, yellow may be wrong.
I can't get it when you have a set. Would you get it?
Got a belt of green circuits running through it.
Because I'm going to forget if I don't do it immediately. Which is the other problem when you need me to do things. If I don't do it straight away, it doesn't happen. I'm constantly jumping up and down. Can you batch your request?
I could write them down, darling. How's that?
Okay, but eventually you might end up with nothing because the list wasn't long enough.
I forgot that we're not filling up full 6-length trains with science packs. Because that might take a while.
Ah,
When,
Yes.
when you say you forgot that, I'm afraid to ask the sort of follow up. What did you do?
I put down a full full pickup train
I don't
blueprint,
know.
and then went, oh wait, and it picked it all up again.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I put it somewhere?
Genuinely slightly concerned that you were going to say something. Oh, I just casually.
Yeah, I've got this train here with 6 full wagons of
I don't
yellow
know, I
science,
put
and I'm
it
not sure what to do
anywhere
with
else.
it.
Oh, it might
Exactly,
be
exactly.
in the
That kind of sort of terrifying potential outcome.
cupboard with the crisps.
Right, there are still no bloody green circuits. Why are there no green circuits? What's going on down there? Where are they all going to? Why is there no inputs for this system? Where's the glass? And other questions besides. Why is there? For goodness sake!
Oh, it worked. We missed overnight. Apart from I was busy sorting this one out, and it did it automatically.
Noise.
awesome.
Oh,
Is that actually what it's called?
Oh, yeah, we were mostly covered by nuclear. The
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean that's how it should be. We are the
Yeah.
ideal is for us to not use the carbon-based ones at all, and just have a blast of nuclear every during the
Yeah.
night to keep things warm.
It's such a little bump there, just at dawn.
The slave-free chocolate is pretty good.
That might also be at the point when I was fiddling about setting the thing up where it was firing at the power and firing it down again.
Ah, okay.
Although in fairness, no, because the accumulated did drop below 80%.
Minus 50. Logistics. Where are your logistics?
Great.
Yeah. It's the first
That's
one.
a suitably victorious point. At the moment, let's.
Right, I've discovered why the glass supply was a bit crap, even though I thought I'd gone in and upgraded it, because I'd missed out some of the power and some of the logistics, so some of the robo ports. So that's now better. Twice as good, in fact.
Wait.
I think. Oh, and the same thing's wrong over here. Let's fix that as well while we're here and looking at it. I'm not sure why I didn't actually check that this was all working before I wandered off, but maybe it was at the end of a stream or something and I just slapped a blueprint down and forgot about it the next time. That does sound like the sort of thing I would do, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it sounds like a Laurence thing. And also a me thing.
Hashtag can confirm.
Can confirm hashtags.
Mm-hmm.
I need an
And this time I've only used about 20 of the construction bots. We're using just over about 120 of the logistics bots. Presumably that's a lot. Most of that's in the the mall thing.
Uh-oh, sneeze time.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
That's you.
Oh dear.
Bless you again.
That was a good one.
I
That's
found
what she said.
lateral flow tests make me sneeze very, very loudly.
yeah, I can't even
That doesn't
get through
surprise me.
I mean, it is sticking a cotton swab up my nose after all, so and it tickles when you twiddle it. So
I can't manage a whole one.
Meh.
Oh, that stacks to 100, does it? Alright, well, let's put that in there then. It's mildly upsetting that the different types of pipe have different stack sizes. I
maybe some
suppose
of,
it's true with belts, actually.
is it?
Right, give me my...
I can't tell. I've got lots of red belts and not very many of other colours. So, but I thought they all stack. I
Oh.
thought belts all stack to 100.
Yeah, but the underground is only...
Oh right, gotcha. How full are you?
Right, give me my
75. All right, let's let it finish.
everything back.
It's only bringing them from here to here. It's not exactly the Trans-Siberian Express, but
I suppose those combinators are being made in
it's
the
kind of
network,
important. In fact, it's even shorter than that. It's going from here to here.
aren't they? I can't
Maybe I should just
transport.
put this belt here, feeding straight into this system, but I don't think it'd be enough.
That's good. Good soup. I mean, good chocolate.
Is it super?
Super.
Hey, I was having all of that.
No, you're not having all of that because it's mine. Get in the train.
80.
You distracted me from Factorio with your chocolate, and I nearly didn't get in the train.
I want my fault.
Note for the future: Al doesn't want chocolate.
Noted. No chocolates for Al.
Nobody said that. Why is that dog wagging? What does she want?
I don't know. She just ran through back in. I think she likes it when you are talking.
Were you dust in the ground where you vomited up yesterday, you bastard? Stupid fucking
I'm
creature.
surprised.
Hey,
she
Laurence,
didn't
why don't you want
from,
pets? Well,
Oh no, I was thinking the same thing. What did Jen say?
don't know. I wasn't listening.
I said I'm surprised she didn't throw up on being hungry today, considering she bombed everything she ate.
She wags when I look at her.
You're just attention starved, Kenzie. Is that what it is?
Attention starved?
Are you? Kenzie?
Clearly not anything else starved. She's vomiting up everywhere.
You're starving for attention.
They can be sick from not eating as well as from eating. Please get rid of this.
How does that work? Then there's nothing to actually be sick with.
Well, have you never thrown up bile?
I suppose it's yeah. No, not generally. Not very often. No.
No, it's not very common.
I'm the healthy one. Remember?
Nope. What?
In the what?
Despite
Run that by me again?
despite the amount I drink, I am still the healthy one.
Now you've lost me.
Recently calling exercise torture.
Yeah. Yeah, but I still
Hey,
do a
that
reasonable amount
implies
of
that he
it.
knows what exercise is.
Hmm.
I'm sure
I
he's
did
done
some
an
exercise once.
I may have accidentally volunteered to do some exercise over Christmas.
Christmas is the worst time to do
Volunteered
exercise.
to do exercise like someone was needing you to do it on their behalf or something.
Kind of, yes.
Can someone
my
come
sister
over
can't
here
play
and do my
badminton on
push-ups
her own.
because it's too many for me? Oh yeah, body doubling.
Maybe they're missing an arm.
Who's missing an arm?
Whoever's
Are they
doing
armless?
the foot.
Oh yeah. We could do one-arm push-ups, but probably not if you can't first do two-arm push-ups.
Hmm. It is one of those things that you hear about, and I just go, "What? That's people
He
can't do that."
starts on stairs.
Yeah, I suppose so. You could treat it and sort of level it up as you do with Is that the right place? I hope it's the right place. The station is called "If you need some green circuits, then this would be a good place to go." Yes, it does seem to be about the right. Okay, let's go there for a time.
Doesn't sound like I did that one. It sounds like a Laurence one.
And then let's go to green
Yes,
circuits for. Oh, I don't know which one it is because it's the. It might be green circuits for red computers.
So then we're gonna wire you into you.
It's up here somewhere, but I don't know which one it is.
Each is less than 0. No.
I've heavily boosted the production of revolutionary circuits, the blue ones.
Not A.
Good. That's definitely a thing we needed.
Revolution.
Yep.
It's
It's
weird.
now actually, let's call that just over half a red belt compared to the maybe 10th it was before.
Okay. It's weird that we're short of blue belts and green blue circuits and green circuits. When normally by the time you get to making blue circuits, you're making green circuits at such a rate that being short of them is almost unimaginable.
Well,
Yeah, it's
there's always a bottle here and there.
in this case it was purely and simply the way the belts were set up. So I mean, I've added a few more machines in for the pre-products, but the way the machines were set up, it wasn't. You had the production of the pre-products overloaded, and the main machines starved.
Okay.
Which is back. So I've just pulled that out and rewired it so that now everything gets reasonable access. It's not perfect, but it seems to be working.
Oh, so of one input there wasn't enough to.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
the
think
way
that
it was
matters.
before, well, it doesn't have enough inputs.
It does. I mean, it doesn't matter if you tweak the priorities so that more of it goes to one side than the other. Because
No. So what was happening was that so this bit here, just the blue circuit boards that you put the blue circuits onto.
Yeah.
2/3 of it was going to the right, and then up to just the end fifth of the machines.
That's right.
So you effectively had sort of from there to there, going one way and the rest going the other.
Right.
Which meant that the majority of the blue circuit machines weren't supported by the majority of the. It's kind of hard to explain.
Okay. Yeah, I think I possibly know what you mean.
Whereas doing it like this is not necessarily the most efficient. I'm not convinced that this.
Oh, hello, Elk. Welcome to my stream for a change.
Oh, hi, Dan.
Yeah, I'm not totally convinced it's the best way of doing it. It's a very long stack being fed by half belts, but
Yeah, it's there are places where if you look at the green circuit production I've been doing down here, I've put into various dirty down here. I put in various dirty bits of extra undergrounds to feed it through and things like that, and it's a bit of a mess. But what I should probably have done is just had smaller modules and had more of them. But well.
Yeah, so if you're doing a really long thing with half belts, then a midway injector makes a level of sense. Yeah, I'm not against that. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad.
I fully agree. It's not a nice way of doing it, but it does kind of work.
Not the end of the world though. You're just dealing with your throughput problem. Well, yes, technically the total number of machines producing stuff all tallies up, so all of the things are in the right ratios, but
yeah,
it can't get there fast enough.
Right.
Oh yeah, yes, that's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
I've got to say, actually, it's not so much the cheap and dirty option. It's the throwing good money after bad. What's the technical debt reason, I guess, where you've already built it up to work like that, and you can't be bothered to
you don't want to
rip
change
the whole
over.
thing up and start again.
Yeah.
Which I'm about to do again here in exactly the same way.
This box is
Like
for
that.
Oh no, I can see what you're doing on the stream.
Yeah.
Watch my stream.
Like it works, but
it does. At this point in the game where I am literally building the parts for the rocket to get us out of here. I think I kind of don't care. Oh yeah, I was going to make some productivity modules. These ones, productivity module format. No, productivity.
Blue computers.
Why are you not doing the right?
Oh yeah, no,
one blue computer each.
That one. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I had all the bits. I was just trying to find the recipe for it, and there's lots of ones because you can reformat them as well. And I was getting confused, not being very smart. Yeah, doing it right the first time is tricky because you don't know unless you get really spend a load of time thinking about the numbers and doing the maths. You don't know exactly how many of everything you're going to need.
50.
There we go. Full productivity modules up the
There's
wazoo.
some simple ways of designing it that are just slightly better than others.
Yeah,
Is where I'd go the other way. Productivity.
you can run 2 belts down, but but often red inserters aren't fast enough. I've found.
Oh, I'm not putting everything. Oh, yes,
Particularly that might be particularly in a space exploration thing, because where
There we
we've
go.
got higher throughputs of things. Although there are ways around that. You could have a splitter that sort of brings stuff in a bit closer. Or a kink in the belts, as Al has sometimes done, and it gets a bit silly.
Them kinky belts.
Right, I have productivity moduled the rocket silo to a level of minus 60% speed plus 40% productivity, which is as high as we can go. Yes, having a mind for sort of numbers and engineering and sort of building things is pretty much vital for Factorio, I think. Certainly there
Depends
was
a bit on the mod pack, don't it?
I think you need a sort of an engineering mindset to just to enjoy the game in the first place, I think.
Oh yeah. You need to find that satisfaction, don't you?
Surely this is
Yeah.
not a bug in Factorio. Why am I being
No,
brought?
it probably isn't. They almost never are. Have I still not got enough of these? I'm still. These are getting used up faster than they're made as well. Right. Okay, time to expand.
Hang on.
More.
I do not believe that this is connected. No, it's not. Is it connected somewhere else? Or someone accidentally connected them together?
More.
Yes, somebody has accidentally connected them together. Who needs to be given
Chastised.
a certain amount of? Who needs a timeout?
I'm assuming you're talking about roboports into outposts.
This one.
Yes, Laurence.
What? What am I being accused of now?
Connecting
the
them
same
in
that you did.
together.
Oh. I try not to, but sometimes things just happen.
Just gonna delete that.
Well, you were deliberately doing it initially.
Oh,
and in
right,
theory,
yes.
Undoing it, but potentially.
Did I miss one?
Now we have a logistics robot.
A logistical nightmare.
Yes, logistics. What are you doing? Okay, bye.
We now have a small infinite number of sapphires.
A small infinite number.
Yes.
Why are these
There are
construction
various different
robots doing
sizes
my
of
stuff?
infinity, to be fair.
There are.
I mean, that's not what Tristan meant, but there are different sizes of infinity.
These robots just nicked my stuff. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they. Yeah, they did. You bastards.
I do have some stuff I don't want. Let's give it to the robots.
No, I need logistics robots to bring me the logistics robots from the robot. Now.
Keep the fish, just in case. In case I get hungry or hurt.
Yeah, unfortunately, they can't deliver those sorts of things.
Yes.
What, fish?
Sure.
Sure. Fish.
Yeah, it's not me stealing Al's stuff. And I would if I could, but I'm miles away. And it's more, the other way around tends to work better. Dumping stuff into his inventory rather than taking it out of it. But I've just got rid of all my trash, so I don't really want to.
Trash panda.
Sad panda.
Oh, what I can do though is ask for stuff that is in the network, and see if anything brings me it.
Oh, did I accidentally link it when I was putting in the solar panels?
Yes, you nasty man.
No, I didn't. I stopped in
I
time.
deleted it. I already pinged where the problem was, and I have also fixed that problem.
Yeah, but looking thinking of the blueprint I was using, there wouldn't be an extra.
There was one in that empty corner there. Boop. And now there isn't.
Oh, there. Right. Okay. Yes. All right. Yes. That probably did happen.
Okay,
And
it looks
I
like...
accept responsibility for that one.
Right. The evidence was presented.
Yes.
Right.
And was surprisingly
it looks
convincing.
like there are no more...
All right. Now we can make rocket fuel a bit quicker.
It feels so that solar field feels like there's so much wasted space. You should just use the big, the super substation things that aren't in this mod.
Ah, right. Yeah. I thought you were going to say because I've left because the horizontal gaps because of my lazy copy pasting, but
There's that as well.
yeah. As I said when I built it, we're not particularly short of space at the moment, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Right. Let's make some more sensors and make some more rocket control modules.
I'm not in! Damn it. Instead of I set myself up for disaster. Do you know that? I actually made the effort to
Ooh,
make
one.
sure that the train left when I asked it to, as in when I got
This
in
as
it for
well,
the
I
next
guess.
station. And then I just sent it away instead of getting in it.
Plonk.
I literally make it so that the only way to make the train go is to get in it, except for the fact that you can make it go by deleting the station it's currently at. Did I get in it? No. No, I did not. Hey, it says Norvis.
This is an advanced level of Muppetry.
That means there's a mod that expects there to be more.
Is that going to be enough iron? Probably.
Get out. Right.
How are we doing now?
Should be on
Is it
and.
still rocket fuel that's the shortage? It is still rocket fuel that's the shortage. Actually, that said, this is still going down. We have made 63% of a rocket.
Ooh.
Are you happy that I said a
Right.
rocket that time instead of one rocket?
Yes.
Oh, I'm supposed to be heading up to sort out the
Let's
station,
say yes.
aren't I?
Yes.
Where's my...
You got 37% of a rocket in order to time. 36% of a rocket.
Times are wasting.
I thought you said 67%. It was but maybe I wasn't listening.
I think you weren't listening.
Seems so.
Yeah, that iron has got all the way to the end. So we are making iron fast enough to make sensors, but are we making sensors fast enough for the for this bit? Probably not. Looking at this. Oh, yeah, they're just about making it. So now I've got this running at speed. This might be enough. Is it enough? Is it enough for this? Then that's the next question. Yes, that's getting longer, but that could be because this is insufficient.
Is Mike muted, or does he miraculously have nothing to say?
I have nothing to say at this point in time.
Wow.
What have I just done that?
Treasure it.
What have I done?
Treasure. Put it in the
Maybe.
calendar, that's what Mum used to say.
There we go. That's because I pressed the wrong button, didn't I?
Could do with
Some
some
clever.
more. Can I be bothered to build more fueling?
Yes.
Might as well. Yes, you should.
I can't see what your other chat is saying.
Yeah, no. Most people are watching on YouTube, so they can't see your chat, Elk, I'm afraid. But no, Twitch is fine too. You're saying you should
should
clip
put,
Mike declaring that he has nothing to say for its novelty and rarity value.
Really not wrong. Why is someone trying to
let's do that.
deconstruct a whole bunch of stuff in my Oh, I'm so confused. What's that?
I was
What?
trolling you.
Did you accidentally press Control Z like a noob?
No, because I don't do what?
What?
Why? What?
Yeah.
What?
These things are reporting out of the logistics network. I'm so confused.
What's not in this one? Jesus.
Where you are.
But you're in the logistics network, you daft so and so.
You have got.
I think I've taken too long to find you.
Charcoal?
Oh, there you are.
Charcoal, yes.
Mm-hmm.
What's so they're trying to have modules placed in automatically by bots.
Yeah.
And that
They're in the construction areas.
yeah. I thought
And
they
I've
were
made
new.
stuff right here. And I've got
And that
enough
is
of the
linked
things
to
on my
all
own
of the rest
pocket.
of the logistics network.
Yeah.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Right, yeah, so.
It's
Yeah.
weird. Your bots aren't on.
Mine are, yeah.
Just not on.
Oh
I
right. Oh
could
yeah.
have
'Cause
done all
they
this
won't,
with one
they won't
chest,
give a
maybe.
logistic thing.
Maybe one of these.
Yeah, it must be that they're trying to connect to the logistics part, the orange part of the logistics network for some reason, but I can't think why they would be. Why would they be complaining
There's
about
no
that?
machine connectivity thing, is there?
Just...
There's no reason a machine would connect.
Nope.
Not that I can think of.
And there's no ability to connect it if you look inside the machine.
Yeah, that was what my actual
Can't look
question.
inside the machine, I'm miles
the
away.
symbol on them is so. If you look at the symbol on them in the center, below the whatever it is recipe that they're making, they've
you
got
place stuff in after telling the bots to place stuff in.
No. No.
They also not, and they are functioning. Never mind.
They were scheduled for deconstruction by someone with a deconstruction planner, which I undid.
That may have confused things with the modules or something.
Yeah, I'm
don't know.
just going to simply... So it's electric furnace. I'm just going to tell the module inserter to go electric furnace is null.
Yeah, I'll take everything out.
That worked.
Oh, hang on, it's
No,
fixed
you
it.
still got a load of
Wait, what?
blue squares over them.
Yeah, they look like they've still
How
got
have they-
modules in. In fact, they
I
have.
have
Yeah,
got
this-
modules in.
yeah.
And now I added in that row report and that row report, which are now in place, and suddenly they're now in the logistics network and it's all okay again?
So they're trying to
No,
connect
you've
to the
still got the
logistics
blue
network.
squares. They've got a blue
There's-
square in the middle of them on mine.
They haven't on mine.
No, I'm seeing.
Only left of that one. Oh yeah, Laurence doesn't see that either.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Laurence is seeing what I'm seeing.
When I'm
And there were
going to the
yellow
race.
Wi-Fi symbols on them before as well, which is very
So
strange.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so, okay, if I remove those, that goes back again.
No, there's
What?
no.
The heck?
Oh, now they're there.
That makes absolutely no sense to me.
96% rocket. 97% rocket. I'm assuming everyone. I haven't set it to auto launch, so I'm assuming everyone's going. Because I'm assuming everyone's going to want to go and oh look, we've launched the first rocket when it launches.
Yes, please.
At least
Yeah,
on
we
map
probably
view.
should.
99%. We just need 2 more rocket fuels to be made. 9.
Okay, I'm going to get
There
a
we
train come on over.
go. Ooh,
Yeah, I'm gonna head over as well. So
Oh, this may
it's
take a
making the
little while
noise.
for
It's
me,
making the
because,
noise.
Where are you? Where's Laurence?
where are you? Up north? Is it?
Up
Yes.
north,
That
northwest.
idea, whoever's idea it was to turn the station names off so you can see the plane.
Blip. I put satellite in.
Very helpful.
You don't
Going to be nearby.
hit
Do we
launch
have to-
yet.
Is this a Cape Canaveral sort of thing where you have to be a certain distance away?
No,
It would be excellent if there was a
blast radius.
danger zone. Yeah.
Problem is that with that idea is it would destroy all the belts that are loading the rocket up. You'd have to have underground belts feeding into the rocket silo or something like that.
It
That'd be quite
depends
cool.
what you had the blast radius do.
True, if it just sort of does poison damage or something that only affects
Yeah.
players, yeah.
Good damage.
But I think I quite like the idea of having to put in underground belts that flow in from.
Yeah, if they've got
Oh,
built-in
wait.
underground receivers on the actual.
On the way.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Where are we? Hello.
Hello.
I think I've just stolen 2 underground blue belts from you. There you go.
Very kind. Those are my only 2
I
underground
have
blue belts. in
arrived.
terms of- Right, so we're all here. Shall I push the button? Is everyone
I think
ready?
you should say I think you should say a few words first.
A few words first.
Okay.
Thank you everyone who has watched us for how many hours we've been playing and been with us
It's
for this
taken
journey
forever.
from the beginning. It has been a
Started in the summer, didn't we?
yeah, I think so.
We've gone from the longest day to the shortest day. That's how long it's taken us.
Has it been that long?
It's been 104 hours, 46 minutes and 54 seconds.
So 104 hours. We
counting.
typically play for should we say 4 hours per session? So that's 26 sessions. It might
Half a
be
year.
so yeah, 26
Wait,
sessions.
that can't be- is that right?
Let's call it 5, 6. That's 6.5 months.
Yeah, that's about right.
So that's probably about right.
Hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, feels about right.
So yeah, literally half a year. Well, on that note,
On that bombshell. Push it, push it. Oh, oh, stand back, everybody. It's hot.
I've lit the blue touch paper.
It scares me that you three, well, 2 of you three ran away and I ran towards.
Well, you just stood there like a lemon. Can I?
I am a lemon.
Hooray!
Game finished. It said
104 hours, as you said. 29,000 big splitters killed, and 18,000 big biters. Oh, and 13,000
Well, they
trees,
ran
of
away,
course.
So it's great.
15 characters
No.
killed. No, that's not 15 characters died. That's we friendly fired 15 times.
That
One
may
car
include
and
trains
one
running over.
monowheel was in that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Actually, in fairness, I don't remember if train kills count, but I know that certainly somebody artilleried somebody else. No, I artilleried myself because I didn't think it'd be.
Yeah, we've had 50, as you say, 15 character kills, 227 character losses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, friendly fire's off again.
And we've lost 3.2 thousand walls, over 2,000 construction bots, 1,500
Ow.
red
Okay.
belts,
Friendly explosions.
and
right?
many other things
Probably
besides.
what went wrong then.
Oh yeah, Al says friendly fire is off. I fire a rocket at him and he.
Changes
Yeah,
his
but look,
mind.
you can't hurt people
Ow.
with shotguns. So the problem that I came up with last week when everything
Axe.
went horribly wrong. What's this? It's a transport belt with all my
Oh,
stuff.
what? How have you? Oh, of course, rocket launchers do home, don't they?
I had no idea.
Wait, no.
that-
How did you fire at me?
I can't even get in there.
The same way you were firing at all, I assume.
I put a thing down and
Oh right, you fired at the belt. How do you fire at
Yeah.
a belt? Same way you fire at anything else, isn't it?
yeah, press C.
Yeah, that's
I
all I
was
did.
firing
I aimed
at
at you
you
and
with a
pressed C.
shotgun with the spacebar. It literally just fired at you but didn't do anything.
Stop trolling my terrain.
So,
Colossal
okay,
bell ends.
I do have a colossal bell end. Thank you for noticing.
There's a difference between having and being.
I don't know where my corpse is.
That sounds metaphysical to me.
Joan was quizzical, started metaphysical.
Nice try, whoever that was, Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm watching now.
Not only was I watching it on my screen, I flicked my eyes over and saw you doing it on your screen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? Everybody's chasing everybody else.
That's a nice corpse. I'll have that.
Lawrence demonstrates his necrophilia again.
I'm
And I
running
have
along
to
belts.
find my armor and all this crap.
So-
Power armor, put that on. There you go.
Right. So we now have 1,000 white science in a station, which Tristan assures me is set up properly.
No, he doesn't. It is now set up properly.
Right, well we've won. What do we do now?
No, we haven't won. We've got a load of research to do yet, and we want to do at least one of all of the infinite researches, and then we can.
Okie dokie.
I'll set a bunch of stuff that doesn't require cosmic analysis packs.
Okay. And there's quite a bit of stuff that doesn't require yellow as well. 1, 2, 3,
Yellow.
4, 5, 6 things.
Go with
Yellow.
Go faster though. Oh, we got this? Okay, that's full.
Have a look.
Why are you not making any more of that?
We still haven't got photonic
So it's-
cannons. They sound mildly interesting.
I can
Why
move
did I
them
let
up
that
on
train
the
go?
queue.
Why did I let you go?
So it's
Um,
it's 10 past 10. Do you think we finish tonight or next stream?
I think we're not going to be able to finish tonight because there's enough stuff left to do. There's enough research left to do that's going to require quite a lot of yellow science. And whilst we are churning it out at a rate, I don't think that rate is sufficient for us to finish in the next hour.
Fair enough.
It's potentially at the point where it will just finish if we leave it. But
Yes. Yeah, I think it probably is. And I don't think we're going to get a random biter incursion that gets through the defences.
We didn't think that last week either.
It had
didn't
some
go
help
through
with
the
due to people being
defences.
silly with the artillery. So
The defences were not there. Oh, actually, no, they did overwhelm me, didn't they? It's just that we thought they were better than that. Can you not push me onto the stairs? Tracks, please. Does it actually put you on the track?
probably, I guess you're being moved around by belts. I take it.
Hmm.
Well, stand still. There is science currently happening.
Stand still.
Yeah, don't move.
As soon as someone has a hydrate train. No, my train is stuck at a signal. Oh, there's a train jam.
Okay, that might stop us just winning then.
There are no signals on. Ooh, wrong buttons. On this station here.
That sounds hard.
Laurence.
There's one signal on it. There's no inbound signal. Okay. Oh, we two of us fixed it.
I thought all the stations were copy pasted so that you can't get it wrong.
Yeah, I generally have been bringing them in from the blueprints, which I think is supposed to do
What's
that.
this one doing? Don't need that. That's broken. Away.
This is the most time we spent close to each other since we only
Since the
had about
beginning.
this much area to play with.
Yep.
Where am I trying?
You can't help but notice that Al is. What the?
That's an excellent backfire.
It's I tree line. I'll let you work out the rest.
I'm gonna have to. What?
Oh, I assumed that was Al who had moved him closer or something. Or he wasn't paying
No, I
attention.
didn't. Although that didn't occur to me for some reason.
Fair enough. I'm fairly sure that was me walking around a tree onto the line. I remember walking around a tree just before. I
I
assumed
don't
it was
know. It
onto
looked
the line.
like you were running down the line, and then I assumed you tried to get off, but that tree got in the way.
Well, I was trying to get into the train that came and killed me.
Oh right, you're trying to sort of jump into it as it headed directly towards you. I mean, I suppose if you pressed
I was just running down a bit so that I was
right.
nearer the whatever it was.
Oh okay, yeah, it's possible you pinged
Have
off
you
a
just
tree. Then.
stolen my train?
Stole it.
You weren't using it, were you?
It's about to.
Oh.
Right, where did I die? There.
Right, so it's the I don't know whether there's any actual
Let's try and
point
see.
in attempting to streamline and make this run faster, but it's sort of what you do in
Yeah, it is.
Factorio, so I am.
No worries. Select new contents for. Let's pick these and then we do this.
How much science arrived?
You get 1,000 out of a rocket.
Each rocket or
Okay.
just the
So we need 2 rocket launches to
Where does this
request
go?
the train.
Okay. Okay, so there won't be a train along for a little while then. But actually, that said, the next rocket launch probably isn't too far away. Let's have a look. 96%, and I shall set it to auto launch with cargo now because we've all watched the first one. And we have had a new satellite has been brought up. Excellent.
Oh, I sent the train back for you, Mike.
Oh, thanks. I already summoned the other one, which arrived first.
The other one, the one I sent back, should be there way before now. So I don't know what's happened to it.
Fair enough.
Maybe you
Signals?
ignored it, so it left.
It's possible. Maybe it went to somewhere where I wasn't standing, and therefore I didn't actually see it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
No. Ooh, rocket about to happen. Drum roll.
Alrighty.
That's not actually that bad in terms of timing.
No, I mean now we've got everything set up and chucking them out until we run out of whichever of the resource we run out of first, which I suspect might be going to be petroleum. Yes, that's running quite low. Voomp, second rocket gone.
There we are. So we now have enough science to do everything.
You're right there, dog.
We have enough science to request a train to
To bring
do
it in.
some white
do
science,
Oh, okay.
which is not. There's no white science queued up. So.
There is. I slightly misunderstood, and I thought you were saying that
No, it's enough to trigger a train, but not enough to do anything. Not enough to actually
Murex.
do much science.
I mean, it would be enough to do some of the sciences. Probably.
Oh yeah, we could do some of them. I mean, like
Actually, no, we could do some of one of them because they're 3,000 for the cheapest.
Oh yeah, you're right. 5,000 for stronger explosives, 4,000 for mining productivity. 4. I don't know why I said 4,000 as if it was more than 5,000.
Actually, the 3,000 ones we've got enough for now.
Oh, Riley?
The productivity.
Oh, of course, yes. Is it plus 50% then? It's not bad.
Maybe.
I thought because we're only getting plus 40% on them.
60%.
Okay, we're only getting plus 40%.
Sorry,
Yeah.
20. So 20% actually.
Oh,
so
okay.
no.
Worked.
So yeah, we're only getting plus 40% on the rockets.
However, I did set up stuff for the better labs. We might actually.
Oh,
no,
that
we
might
don't.
that might allow us to put in more
Yeah,
modules.
that's why I was making the sapphires.
Sapphire. Yes.
Sapphire.
Found super.
Different Sakatash.
Of course, the resources. No, actually, no. The resources required to make a bunch of labs is going to be a lot less than the resources required to make a bunch of yellow science packs. So yeah, it will help.
You do expect so?
course,
Well-
they're going to be a different size.
I don't think I'll play this
Oh,
single
probably.
player. That sounds
No, this would be a bit of a mission in single player, I suspect.
probably just keep getting overwhelmed and rage quit.
Yeah, they're substantially bigger.
I found that with
That's
Angel
what you
Bobs.
expect.
I didn't quite get to the point of rage quitting, but I had frustration quit where you look at what you need to do next and just go, I can't be bothered with that right now, and so I go off and do something else for a while, and then eventually I come back to it and think, right, I'll play a bit more now. But that was before I was streaming, and one of the nice things about streaming or playing as a group at a scheduled time like this is that you're basically not forced to play, but you have a scheduled chunk of time to play, so you don't just go, oh, I've had enough now, I've been playing for 2 hours, I'll stop.
Well, that's basically body doubling. Well, I shouldn't be doing 100 on this actually. I should be doing 20. Where you have, you don't necessarily not want to do the thing, you just don't want to do it on your own. Even if someone else is just there to listen to you and to exist nearby.
It's a bit like pair programming, isn't it? Where you sort of
yeah, it's exactly like that.
although for slightly different reasoning, but yeah.
Not necessarily. But
I thought
yes,
a large part of the
sometimes-
pair programming thing was just so you got someone watching over your shoulder in case you do something dumb.
Yeah, it does help.
But they can laugh at you.
But
Yeah, that
often,
works too.
I mean, personally, I found that if I'm just someone's watching me do it, or even if I believe that somebody is watching, i.e., if I'm on a stream,
You try harder.
yeah, you focus until you stop focusing.
This
until
is a
you
crazy
finish the stream.
cop. There's a massively long copper belt. I'm pretty sure I put it in, but there's an astonishingly long, what I assume is a copper belt coming from somewhere
Oh,
where there's
yeah.
any copper being dropped off. Why are we so short of copper? I mean, I know Factorio, but it just seems a rather mundane thing to have a problem with.
Well,
Mike.
maybe that's
I
because
think we
we
need a second copper smeltery, potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
Or this one just needs upgrading.
This is iron. I don't know where copper
Where's
is.
the current one?
Thank you.
current button.
Yeah, it's just not pumping it through fast enough.
Yeah. That was solid when it was yellow belts. So
Right.
Yeah, we're just churning.
Now there are quite a lot of those furnaces not running, so if we slap an upgrade onto the whole thing and bump it up to blue.
Well, no,
Well,
'cause
actually no, it's
the
and bump
belts
it all up to red, in fact, because there's here we've got
obviously
these all
the
these.
crushers, yeah, need to run faster.
Yeah, all those need to be upgraded.
I've got a direct upgrade thing, so don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one for blue, but not one for red.
Oh, I went all the way to blue.
Okay, fair enough.
All the way to read.
I haven't
So,
actually put the underground
Yes,
in.
this is sort of a slightly half-assed washing. Oh no, this is a washing plant that's not. We're not getting through enough of the green stuff, whatever that is. Lead, perhaps.
Nickel.
Oh, nickel. Okay. So we've got So it's doing the overflow a different way to the way we're doing it elsewhere.
Yeah, we are now getting through more nickel because I'm sapphiring it.
Okay.
But that's with a limited amount.
Where are you getting that? Oh, there. I see. Yes.
Look what the crushed sapphires.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, that's not in the logistics thing. I put it in a lazy way initially.
oh, it's gone pretty dead.
Oh, power.
Yeah, and the
what?
stuff's kicked in, I think.
Yep, and then solids come back in, and so it should be shutting down again.
I'm not sure stuff did actually kick in.
We didn't
No.
necessarily get down far enough.
Yeah, it's the issue where
Yeah.
when we're using accumulators, we've got very limited output.
Yeah, we need more accumulators basically for this to work. So we've got potentially all the output we need. Yeah, because if you look at the 1 minute graph, there's a flat top on that, and when you get a flat line across the top, that means tends to mean you've run
There's
out.
a bank of accumulators somewhere. We'll fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sort that.
Okay.
I may regret saying that.
You'll regret that.
Do we have substations being made?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, we were accidentally making them in 2 places, and then now it's only down to 1.
No, we weren't actually making them in the second place.
Oh,
It
okay.
just-
Oh, yeah, you're
it
right. There weren't
marked
the
and
inputs, were there?
created.
Tristan has now caused his own bot frenzy after meeting.
What requesting?
To be
No-
fair, you've
no
only
bots
used
at all.
500 of the bots. I can't complain too much.
Have I? What have I used them for?
Upgrading all those belts to blue.
Oh right, yes. Okay, I forgot I did that. I'd switched on to something else.
Yeah, they're all on their way over. There's a sort of a long diagonal pull of them going across the base.
Oh, what?
I was about to say, oh, I missed a bit, but no, that's
That's the bit that got done.
already done.
Yeah.
Your bots. Where did you go?
That will need at least some of that will need doing as well.
Why are there turrets in
know
the
how much
charcoal chest? Why are there
Angry
walls in the
turrets.
turret chest? Why is this full of walls? Oh my gosh.
Is it your fancy filters?
I think it's because I'm pasting stuff here and there.
Ooh, always dangerous.
But this must be a very
Okay,
old
oh, I
one
see.
because I've obviously overwritten the quantity limit after it was nearly full.
That's an astonishingly neat accumulator thing.
Thank you.
I'm just surprised. I've always had this feeling that the sizes didn't match up quite that well, but apparently they do. So yeah.
They do perfectly. The other one you can do is I'm just going to step away from the logistics network so I don't accidentally build what I don't want to build.
Yeah, so I normally do. I think I normally do a build that has a balanced number of solar panels and accumulators.
Yep. So, oh boy, let's see if I can remember this one now.
It used to be that
I think it's that way
solar
around. Solar panels.
solar panels might be a different size in this.
I don't think they are.
There we go. So, yes.
So is
That's
that
balanced.
is that balanced then?
Oop. Well, I mean, everything's balanced
Your fault.
when you deal with these things.
What?
Um,
No, I mean
Yeah.
as in you've got enough solar and accumulators to provide the same amount of power constantly.
Oh, I see what you mean. You have enough solar to fill up the accumulators, and then you'll put accumulator banks out as well. So
Oh,
that
right.
that will produce more. The point is it's a tessellating pattern.
Hmm. Yeah, but I was
The other
thinking
one is in this.
possibly if you did something
accumulators have
like
max input and output.
this, if you did something like this, you might find I don't know. I've not done the maths or anything. You might find that that's
solar panel
balanced or
has a
something.
power output of 75 kilowatts, and the accumulator needs a megawatt.
No, but it's about whether the accumulators whether if you leave this whether this is capable of providing a steady power night and day.
Actually,
So the accumulators charge up during the day and then discharge during the night, keeping whatever it is that's using that running steadily.
That's correct. This is not correct.
To be honest with you, I don't know.
No, me
in
either.
our
I know people
explicit use case now, we've got enough.
Oh yeah, at the
solar
moment we just
panels
need a
that-
buttload of accumulators, and we're not expecting to necessarily use them as to type. We're not trying to use just solar, so we just need a massive accumulator array somewhere to.
What the fuck?
Yep.
How many?
There's
Tank
that many walls. Right, you're supposed to be bots, you mother trucker.
You
Why are you
possibly
not
only need a couple of them.
Yeah, that's
Let's-
probably
Let's
going to be
just put
plenty.
down a small field then.
You've gone
Yeah,
outside
and
the
that
logistics
will-
network with those.
Yep, I have, haven't I?
Hmm
50 or 100 solar panels,
There's
probably enough. Accumulators.
so let's
probably
do
plenty.
that, and that'll get us back inside the logistics network almost.
I
So
fixed
that's
it.
80 accumulators per thingy.
Yeah,
Kind
it's
of.
way more than we need, I think.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah. It
Never
means there's
mind.
ones that haven't built. Fine.
There's no turrets.
it'll
There's
keep
turrets.
the it'll keep the mall area busy. Ooh, those new labs do look kind of funky.
Oh, it hasn't built. I thought you were suggesting it built.
No, don't see the ghost. Spooky lab.
Filters? We've got
Yeah,
inserters.
that'll work.
We've got inserters over here. Filter inserter. Fast inserter. Yeah, that one.
I don't think you need the extra power poles for the roboports.
You, afraid you do, because the
Oh, you've moved it further out. Okay, yeah, I see. Yes.
I've moved it one further out to basically get all the accumulators in.
Yeah. And then the other one you moved one in, just to be different.
Wow, this is an
What other
old
one?
outpost. Give me an upgrade planner, you bugger. Do what I need you to. Upgrade planner.
No, the other one I didn't actually touch at all.
Oh, maybe I
Didn't even
put it in
see
the
it.
wrong place then, or didn't put it where I thought I put it.
I guess I'm
Oh,
anything.
another rocket's ready.
Wee.
They're auto launching now, are they?
Rocket stock it.
I think so. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's
yes,
all-
they are.
Are you bringing me any?
I think you were supposed to turn around with a face covered in soot just before you say that.
Yes, turns out I'm not a cartoon character, despite suspicions.
Wait, you're not? What?
Exactly.
I have been, as you say, misled.
Alright, miss.
There are still quite a lot of flashing lights in the mall. I'm not hugely
Um,
surprised, but there are still quite a lot of flashing lights.
So how high do we think science stacks?
I want to say 200, but I'm not sure. Why don't you have a look in one of those chests
Yeah.
that's right next to you?
No, because there's an iron chest here with still in one stack 360.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
365, 66, 67, 68. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Oh, just casual 2000 per stack.
What?
White science.
Wait, sorry.
Oh,
What?
white science stacks higher, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe
that
limit
makes
that to
more sense.
one stack in the station.
Okay.
Send me a.
Just
bloody
the what's name, the constant. Actually, no, that might not work because
Why don't
this
you
end will want more. Set it to 1 and see what happens. See if
I've
it
set it
changes.
to I've set it to one stack and limited in the chest.
I didn't mean the chest. I just meant the constant combinator.
Oh,
anything?
Toilet
left
train will never
there?
turn up.
provide stack threshold.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Train number 0. Give me this. No, enabling this train number.
All right, I'll unlimit the chests.
There we go.
I mean
So-
those. Yeah, I don't know what's sensible for them.
I did discover, to my horror is possibly slightly too strong a word, but to my dismay, that in space exploration, the equivalent of the basic rocket silo will still carry on launching rockets even if it's full, and will just bin any spare packs that come out of it.
Ooh, there's a lot of baddies down here, and if I start setting these off, they're not going to survive. Well, they might do actually. There's a lot of shots.
Why is this not? Oh, there's not enough.
I'm worried about that.
Not enough other stuff's coming through. Specifically, well, everything actually. So let's. I don't know
Oh,
why I'm
yeah.
trying to speed up the
Fucking
rocket launch system,
chests. What is happening?
because we've got lots, but it's sort of instinctive. You look at something, you go, oh, "Where's the limit? Oh, here's the limit. Let's make it go faster." Then I want that rocket launching facility to go flat out, because how could I not?
Let's go down here and fix that shit.
Which requesting something.
Oh, we've run out of
Which
petroleum anyway, so that's not going to happen.
Uh-oh.
It's also requesting green science because I had to drop the amount it needs.
Oh
down
yeah,
to one
green.
stack.
Yeah, green sciences. We're out of green science. We're out of green circuits here as well. That's what I meant to say. Oh well, we've had some. Oh, the green circuits are filling up. Is that for rocket science? No, it's for blue science. Yeah. Oh well, at least they're being made faster than they were before now.
Right, why are you filling this fucking chest up? Stop it. Go away. You naughty chest. I am so mad at you. I'm very upset.
Oh, it's a petroleum train that's going for plastic. Okay, so both of the things, I mean, they're working well enough that there is a train in their stations loading up for both of them when I went to look, but neither of them are going to the rocket area. Crump, crump, crump.
Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Wow.
That's good because that happens to be the place that I literally just fixed the bots of.
There's a
So
broken
fix-
pylon in there.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem because we're not really making them.
The pylon
been
should be
fixed.
slightly further back, like behind the
That should be
belt.
the bigger
This
part.
is a very old wall.
It's true. I remember when we were messing around with that one a very, very long time ago.
We do have, I think pylons are actually still in production, even though they're in the weirdest place.
I did chuck a load of them back into the logistics network a little while ago, so they're around from that point of view, but that's not
Well,
so helpful.
It won't help outposts.
No.
why did the place that used to be walls end up with bricks?
That's always been. I think you had bricks and no, you had. There's one brick in there
Just one brick. No, it must have
Yeah. because of
Not sure
how
what
you
these-
set it up. I assume.
No.
Yeah,
not
I'm
those.
relatively happy with the rate at which Blue Circuit's coming out. It's not the best. I'd call it just over half a belt.
I guess the question is it fast enough to keep Yellow Science happy? And it is, given because Yellow Science doesn't have any copper or low density structures.
Yeah, so
So-
I've set it to prioritize going to Yellow Science before it goes on the train,
Okay.
and that's been backed up for quite a while.
Yeah, it's because we've run out of low density structures because we've run out
Yep.
of plastic, I think.
So where's
suspect.
LBS?
It's probably plastic. It
This one
usually
here?
is, which is
Ye-
reliant on petroleum. We have a massive petroleum related bottleneck.
Huge tracks over that.
Oop, plastic is now being made at a healthy rate again because the train has just dumped a load of petroleum here.
In a box to the left. Just put this here, put this here. Rid of this, and this, and this. We're gonna do a shitload of
Oh,
poles.
we made
all
a
around.
new lab. It should
Ooh,
get placed over here.
how exciting.
One. There was one.
Oh, we can give Mike's nuclear power plant its tanks back now.
Oh yeah.
Didn't need any more than that. And then.
There we go.
Okay, so that'll be like-
I mean, I don't know if we've actually got enough, but at least we can put the requests in. Oh, there's 102 in there. That's not limiting properly. Oh, maybe it's you're fairly nearby, Tristan.
What?
There are 102 fluid tanks in there. Well, there's 96 now, so it looks like the inserter isn't limiting properly.
Maybe
I think
it's
it is. It's limiting to 100.
Oh, there were
Oh,
102 when I looked.
Yeah, if you set it to build, then there will be bots on their way, so they will count against the number that are in there.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So it
that's-
starts
all right,
building.
not
It
too
starts
worried
outputting
then.
more sooner.
Okay, cool.
any of this enough actually doing it.
You might as well nick the productivity modules from the old labs that are nearby if you're going to be upgrading stuff.
Oh, I'm chucking 3s in this.
There's 3s in the existing labs.
This whole section is doing.
Oh yeah,
nothing.
they are. Yeah.
Well, it's quite late,
How many does it
Poison.
take?
4.
so
Okay, it's twice as many. Not bad.
Add copper.
it may be time for Animaniac. I mean,
Time for bed, said Zebedee.
Eddie Bias. Yes, I'm gonna send myself back to my usual spawn point, which is next. What's putting this train? Cutting me off. Indicate.
Yeah, I have to admit, bed does sound like quite a good plan.
I'm gonna spawn.
That's
next
what
to
she
next
said.
to the ammo
Mm.
supply station.
The fun fact about having a small child is that you get every opportunity. It's like, should we go to bed? It's like you do realise that I
It's
want
2
to say
o'clock in the
yes,
afternoon.
but only to go to sleep. So yeah, of course. What else would I be after we have a small child? Sleep is
Sleep is for the weak.
Not-
And
not a
possibly the
thing we get
weekend.
anymore.
Sleep. I think it's
Well,
another
this
good
was
reason
when-
why I don't have a small child, because I'm bad enough at sleeping as it is. Although maybe I did find when I was
Very
doing a
good.
lot of the OTC stuff at uni that I got so tired on some of the camps that I was actually able to sleep on a coach, which is unheard of for me.
Over the counter
Fair play,
stuff.
fair play. In fairness, the little one is very, very cute. She does things like so earlier. I has to turn the vacuum. I was walking around the house. Yeah, she likes walking. I
I've
has to turn the
noticed.
turn the vacuum clean. Has to turn the vacuum cleaner on. At which point Emily jumps, goes ha, and then that's it. We had to sprint to where the vacuum cleaner was because she could hear it. At which point she just stood there and went ah, ah, the vacuum cleaner just right up against it, just screaming at it.
It's being loud, so she wants to be loud back at it, presumably.
Well, the only thing we could think of is it was a war cry. Like, just genuinely, we had no idea what exactly she's going. She's just screaming at it. She's like, ah.
So sort of a slightly aggressive shouting,
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not a scream of fear or anything like that, or just like,
or
how dare you?
excitement,
I'm
or
going to make
joy,
noise.
or
Yeah,
yeah,
none of that.
but
It's
no, just
proper like war cry.
rage. Right.
So yeah, that was. He's very cute.
Yeah, but does it make up for when she vomits on the carpet? Because she ate too fast.
She doesn't do that.
Oh, the dog does.
Yeah.
Turns out Emily is a different species.
Fed
Yeah, I
up
mean,
with
we had to get a couple of doctors in to confirm that, but she is. It turns out,
You needed a second opinion.
or at least. This, what is it? That would be your child, sir. Oh, and do I have
Are
to
you
keep it?
sure? Are you sure it's mine?
What's the one
How
of
much do
them?
I have to pay you to say it's not?
How much how much do you have to pay me to not tell Esther you said to say it's not?
It's fine.
I know.
I've joked about much worse.
I know.
Right, well. I think we're good here. All done? Yeah.
What's the keystroke to swap over your hotbar?
X or Q?
X, thank you.
Fairly sure it's not Q, given what Q does.
Things can do multiple things.
Yeah, but Q's always doing something. I'm having to get rid of all of the things that
True,
apparently
Q is a busy
learn.
little badger.
Why does
That size?
Factorio sound like there's a phone ringing when it's really quiet?
Eh?
It sounds like it
Yeah,
must be
it's bigger than it
the
needs to be, but never mind.
nearby things that are actually happening, like the bots and the robo tower and stuff. But it kind of sounds like a distant office. I can hear
Okay.
the bots sound like people talking through a wall when they're
Okay.
not right next to you. And I'm assuming it's the robo tower that literally just sounds like a phone ring. I got nothing. It's just what it sounds like.
Fair enough.
How
So
did you?
it was
Where's my
there.
inserters? All that,
Oh.
and you didn't give me a fast inserter. Whatever. I'll just use a filter inserters. There's more than enough of those. Iron, please.
That's a little more
Just
punky.
tin, you little bastard.
New
Stop
science
fiddling.
lab.
Monkey monkeys.
Ooh. Oh, that's the thing that's on the
Yeah.
main menu page.
Oh dear.
There's one of them on
That's
the main
tight.
menu screen has
Ooh.
one of those that sits there doing that.
That's what it is.
Makes a wom 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 noise as well.
Oh gosh. That's not how that works.
It reminds me of those not exactly rides, but things you sometimes find at places like Alton Towers, where you just get strapped in the middle where the lightning is, and then all the rings spin, and you end up throwing up.
Presumably there's no actual lightning.
Depends how
No.
much extra you pay.
Yeah, you have to provide your own lightning.
Very, very frank.
Galileo, 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 Figaro.
Go Figaro.
There's a lot of bots sitting around these These Roboports trying to charge. Because they only charge 2 at a time on these ones. I could just see these little
Oh,
sort of
boy.
semicircles of bots around them on the map.
Oh,
Hey,
jeez.
what
Yeah.
the?
Someone's
Uh-oh.
been
What are you
building
there?
somewhere.
Well,
That was probably me, actually. I deconstructed all the old labs.
Yeah.
Relatively
Did you
recently.
take out all of the science packs first?
Yes.
Good.
I did. What did?
I suppose we now need to recycle all of those science labs back into useful components again, but I'm not sure
Oh,
we're.
yeah. My even
I'm vaguely
distribution
nearby.
stopped working again.
Do that by running along a rail line.
DAE.
High risk.
High reward.
Oh yeah, I got that much quicker.
Right. Anyway, what happened to going to bed, said Zebedee?
Oh yes, let's do that.
Exit before I do anything else.
I mean, I was sort of starting to work on expanding the petroleum production slightly, but I didn't get very
Yeah,
far with it.
because you did just one more thing, didn't you?
Yeah, as is traditional.
Yep. So I've boosted copper production slightly by putting modules in the everything.
Modules in the everything.
More
Okay.
or less. Oh, except the washers.
Oh, you can do it.
Nickel is now backing up.
That's okay because the way with the way it's built to bypass it.
Yeah, it just means that we don't get as much efficiency.
It's true, but the alternative is to switch all of the washers over to non-sulfuric acid based systems, the water-based washing.
True.
All right.
Which is easier said than done.
Well,
So easier done than it sounds.
stop talking so I can say goodbye.
Okay.
Night Owl stream.
Al doesn't
Have
have a
a-
stream today.
Oh.
Night stream.
Well,
Thanks.
Night Owl and Screw Owl stream.
Like the inserter off to your right,
Am I right?
one going to the chest.
Yep.
Could you go to the click the logistics thing in that and set it to only input if less than a couple of hundred sapphires, please?
Sapphires less than what? 200?
Yeah.
100? Okay. Yep. Enabled if less than 100.
Yep.
No worries.
Thank you. I mean that will stop eventually, but it's got to fill up. It's Covarex basically.
But without a lot of the delay, and with a massive quantity of input required.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Right. Yes. I also
So
greeted
you
his
grind
bedside.
down the sapphires with nickel and silica.
No, that recombines.
Sorry, you can recombine it. You
You grind them down
produces
in
grind
there.
down the sapphires to get
Sapphire powder.
sapphire dust.
it's just sapphire dust and nothing else. Okay, gotcha.
And then you
goes
recombine
down-
it
Yeah.
to get
50
slightly
pure
more.
nickel mineral, 50 silica, and 1 sapphire powder makes 1 sapphire.
And
1
crushing one.
sapphire
Right,
makes
gotcha.
1 or 2 sapphire powder.
Okay, so on average, you're getting 50%
gain half
increase
a
per
sapphire.
cycle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's purely a speed game.
No, it gains you actual sapphires.
It's a speed game.
Oh, game. Sorry, right. Yes, not game.
As I suddenly realised with my thick northern accent, I on the GTA video of mine the other day, you had to put that's crack with a CK at the end.
I think it was pretty obvious. I just put it in there because I was trying to be funny.
Fair enough. Oh, okay, fair enough.
He tries that a lot.
Yeah, Pete said he laughed a couple of times during specifically certain specific things during one of the Christmas videos. So yeah, come back over Christmas. There's a couple of them coming out. So,
Did the singing make it in, by the way?
yes, both times.
Did you both times? Did you move the one where we did it, and then Tristan comes after us going, "Well, you can move that to wherever he wants, then, so we don't have to do that again."
I considered repeating it, so it's basically just using it as the backing music, just on repeat for the hunter running around at high speed.
Oh,
bit.
that'd have been horrible.
But that would have been horrible, so I didn't.
Yeah, it needs to be a lot longer. I'm probably better in tune and things like that for that to work.
It was good enough to be amusing, at least. So
No
yes,
worries.
so it did make it in. I put in my own little joke around it as well, which you'll see when it comes out on. I think
I
this
shall
is the one
indeed.
that's one's due out on Christmas Day. So as I was saying earlier,
No
it's
worries.
for people who don't
I
actually
will.
like their family.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep, I will see it when I'm permitted to do so.
Yes,
Yeah,
the other.
your views might suffer a bit over the next few days.
I don't know. I honestly
50-50,
I
innit?
can't remember from last year, but in fact, let me just actually quickly check because I
Last
have.
year was weird. Remember?
Oh, true. Yes, I can't really look. I could look 2 years ago, but I don't think there was enough there to really.
Well, I won't watch any of your videos until I'm back home,
Yeah,
probably.
there was a spike on the 25th actually. It went from being on the 68 on the 23rd, 36 on the 24th, 89 on the 25th, 40, 68. Oh, I saw 100 there, but I'm not sure when it was for. I moved the mouse slightly too quickly. There was an 100 on the 28th, so it was a bit of a spike, but not a particularly huge one. And now these days, my averages are sort of about 4 times that anyway, so it'll exaggerate it a bit. But we'll see what happens this year. But I suspect there are probably going to be a not insignificant number of people who are sort of spending time with their family or have gone to see their family but would rather be doing something, or have got a bit bored or whatever and are looking for something to watch, and they can't play games or whatever because they've gone away from their own computers. So they might just watch a
Yeah,
YouTube video on their phone. But we shall see. I honestly don't know.
yep, it's fair.
Right, so yes, I'm going to say goodbye to my stream. There's only 2 people watching. That's probably you two, but oh well. I'll do it for anyone who's playing the catch up, and we'll see it soon after. So I'll do that anyway. So yes, thank you for watching. It has been a stream. We have launched some rockets. Yes, so we are nearly there with finishing this mod pack off. We've said we're going to try and get all of the sciences done, all of the non-infinite sciences, and then at least one of each of the infinite sciences. So we've got a little way to go, but it's mostly yellow science that's going to be the limiting factor at the moment. So we need to get that. We need to get as much of that done as we can. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of going around poking at things, trying to make them run a bit faster, like this petroleum gas down here, actually just petroleum, sorry, down here that's running a bit slow, and so this extension I'm putting in along here is going to help with that. But it's a process. It's going to take a while, so we'll do what we can to speed it up and get things, and just because we might as well tinker with it if we're playing the game. So yeah, that'll be I don't know actually. I don't know if we're going to play next Thursday. Do you think we're going to play next Thursday?
Um,
It's going to be sort of middle of the week off between Christmas and New Year, so it's not actually New Year's
what's the
Eve or
date?
anything. It's a couple of days before. It's day before New Year's Eve.
I will have just got back home from my parents, so put me down as a solid maybe.
Okay, we shall see.
Yeah,
So
I think I've got
yes, there may be a stream next week. There may not. We shall see. I think I'll probably be able to get the space exploration stream in on Tuesday because it's only me who that has to rely on. And as I was hinting earlier, there'll be a space exploration video tomorrow. And then as a special Christmas present for everybody, there's going to be 2 GTA videos over the weekend. So make sure you're around for those. And I've got some plans for the weeks to come as well. So lots to come on the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of it. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.